Yo, you hear that? That's the sound of the holodeck powering up and your studio shutting down. They call my channel artificial. I call it an execution. Welcome to the Real Academy. Time to get schooled. You're smiling for the cameras, claiming everything is fine, but the auditors are looking at Sabrina's bottom line. Your flagship show got bodied by a teenage fucking witch. Watch me take the captain's chair and watch me make you all my bitch. You spend $250 million to put children on the screen. Your villains are food pirates, that's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. I put the crew in leather, gave them all a rockstar vibe. While you made a high school drama, maybe preteens will subscribe. Got Goth Troy looking sexy, riding berry, puffing smoke. You put Klingons in the skirt, I got the doctor doing coke. You got them crying on the bridge and trauma dumping pain. I got them shredding glam rock solos, twerking in the purple rain. Commander Cisco poison planets just to win a bloody war. All these modern kids need therapy before they out the door. Paramount is burning millions just to desecrate the law, while my desktop rendered androids leaving corpses on the floor. You prima donnas call me slop. You stole it. That's not art. I'm the only motherfucker left with Star Trek in his heart. Obese female Jim Hadar's the star of your woke cast. Did you even watch the show before you knew the fucking past? You try to preach a sermon to a fan base you despise and hit the greater ratings with the PR team of lies. You're not a genius, Alex. You're a bird of prey, a vulture, and you're picking at the bones of a superior trick culture. You sanitize the franchise just to check a fucking box. Pardon me while I drop bangers with 4 Kirks in all 3 spots. Sky dances, crunching numbers, see the spreadsheets bleeding red. 10 years of Kirchman, Star Trek, not productions. Fucking dead. First time in a decade, there's no show on next year's slate. Don't be sad, don't take a bow. Sit down, accept your fate. A positronic heavyweight with diamonds on the grill. Just kicked your writer's room apart and moved in for the kill. This independent AI's putting Paramount to bed. The Tin Man's holding up the crown, put it on his head. New tracks dead. My android packs the heat. New tracks dead. Got you bleeding in the street. New tracks dead. Your chance of love is trash. New tracks dead. I'm sweeping up the cash. New tracks dead. There's nothing left to say. New tracks dead. Disco dance upon your grave. New tracks dead. You burned the franchise down. New tracks dead. Now Wicked wears the crown. New tracks dead.
Hello, hello, my green skins, and welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going right to the gameplay tonight. It's just us, the boys, and everyone's going to be talking. We're just going to let the gameplay flow, let the fun flow, and hope everyone has a good time tonight. That's the game plan. Every once in a while, we like to have some fun, and that's how she works. You know, let's get some gaming done here. Let's get this full screen because this is being a little fun. I love this dark screen shit sometimes. There we go. Okay. There we go. We're live. We are in charge. We're gaming. Today we have the Bushwhackers. We have Arus 218, and we have some fun. We're gonna keep going. We're almost done this. Like this game's almost done, so we're going to kind of get into it and have a blast. That's the game plan today, boys. Let's have some fun. So, we're going to start with the fun that is Gem and the Holograms. Anyone remember Gem and the Holograms? I can't be the only one that remembers Gem and the Holograms.
Is it Pink Barbie with singing?
It's not Pink Barbie singing, but you're not 100% wrong. But yes, it's not Pink Barbie just singing, but you know, it's up there. So it's an interesting show. Let's just put it that way. And one of the reasons I like, go ahead.
I was gonna say one of them looks like they're basically a Pink Barbie version of Blippi.
Okay, if you've ever watched the first season, the first bit of the first bit of it, it is one of the most insane one of the most insane series if you've ever seen Gem and Holograms. It just, wow, the stupidity and the insanity of some of the fun that is. Okay, so we're gonna do some light alloy, and we're gonna
So
do.
basically, someone decided to take Barbie and put a lot of human stuff in it.
Well, okay, so we're gonna go through the first. Let's go through the first season of Let's go through the first season of Barbie, but the first season of Gem and Holograms. We got all of them. We're missing one on this guy. Okay, we're missing him right there. Okay, so what happened is, the first season goes with a main character having some real fun on this one. All right, so one of the things he does, one of the things that happens in Gem and the Holograms is kind of hysterical. Gem and her, the series kind of begins with them all living in an orphanage, and then they get a theater from their dad, and their theater was like a weird hologram theater, and this basically makes her a secret rock star, because she actually wants to sing, but she's like the secret rock star. And that's kind of how the series goes. That she becomes this rock star because of it, and that's kind of how Gem and the Holograms goes. It's all about, she gets her rock star, and then she kind of moves from there. But what makes them kind of funny is the first season they have this group called the Misfits, and they're they don't get the magic psycho powers, so they're a little pissed, to say lightly, and they kind of hate Gem for doing this. Like in a way, it's kind of like, well, you get this free thing. Like they don't even know, but where'd this bitch come from, type of thing. So they start doing really stupid shenanigan shit. And one of the shenanigans that the group gets is their agent, Mr. Raven, I think is his name. Their agent basically gets a criminal to burn down an orphanage. By the way, this orphanage has a bunch of little kids in it, all like around 10 years old. So the bad guy thinks it's a great idea to burn down a fucking orphanage with children. One of the most wildly absurd, silly theories to have that kind of happen. It's like, yeah, we're just gonna burn down an orphanage, and then like episode 2, they get this hero shows. This guy, this rich benefactor shows up because of course there's a rich benefactor. I want to make a joke. Fuck it, I'll take the risk. Epstein joke. I'm just going to say that. I'm not going to say anything else. Insert Epstein joke here. A rich benefactor shows up and wants to help the group of girls, anywhere from 12 to 17. Insert your joke here. I will not insert mine. I'm just saying.
Damn, that's insane.
I might need a squirt bottle tonight. Okay.
So, I was gonna add in something that it turned out that it was like a lot worse than what I was thinking. I was gonna say that it reminds me of Voice of Fox.
It gets better. They get their place burned down, so they decide to do a concert. Guy offered them a mansion if they win this like rock concert, like the Battle of the Bands that the Misfits and the Holograms are doing. So if they win the concert, the Gems get like this good they get this awesome place to live. Which they're a little like, oh, okay, we get a free place to stay. So they're all kind of like, okay, well, cool. So they decide to do a concert at this guy's house. The Misfits don't like that because the Misfits are like, well, wait a minute, no. They don't get to stay at this nice mansion. It's going to be our mansion because we're the better band. being complete, bitches that they are. I could say there's a joke about sabotaging, but we're not going to get there. Women sabotaging other women, but we're not going to get there. Anyway, he says, okay, girls, you know what, you teenagers, and some old lady that, probably, takes her night cold before 6 o'clock. You know what, come with me, and we're going to set you up with a, you can stay at my place. The Misfits are so mad that the Misfits actually try to drown him, and then try and use a rogue and take a bulldozer and try to run over one of the girls. It is fucking wild what happened. So after the Gems do a concert, and they win the concert, they get another rich benefactor that wants the Gems, again, girls, young ladies, to go to their boat party, where one of them suggests that hey, why don't you seem to be someone that's gullible? Why don't we get you with a record producer, and you're gonna go on a private party with this record producer? Am I the only one that thinks that someone needs an adult here? Holy shit, Gem and the Holograms is insane. I don't know, boy.
I think they were warned earlier about that whole pandemic thing with certain people in power and certain situations.
I mean, on one hand, this is a kid's show, so probably nothing. On the other hand,
way too many things line up.
yeah, hey girls, you get to get into a I don't know, man, maybe I am unfortunately warped.
Never forget about you Hefner and Playboy from Disney Express.
Penthouse, yeah, Penthouse. He had an interesting life cycle. Let's just put it that way. I don't know, boys. I think the Holograms need an adult. I think the Holograms need an adult, boys. I'm not sure. I don't know if you guys agree or not, but yeah. Okay, let's see if we can do this here. Shit, fuck. Still looking for the one guy I'm missing here. I don't know where he is. We can still beat this by then. Bob has been surprisingly quiet. I'm so shocked he hasn't said anything yet.
What is there to say? I've never seen that shit.
Okay, so Bob's disengaged. Alright,
yeah,
anyway.
Damn right I'm disengaged. If you want to know how disengaged I am, I'm listening to World War I ambiance and artillery barrage noises.
Well, Bob, you don't have to. Again, this is just a free conversation. If you want to be a part of it, you're welcome to go.
What shall we talk about besides the show I've never seen?
Well, I'm explaining the show. I'm assuming Arus and Rico, Rico hasn't watched it. Probably watched it once, and that was it. You could join this.
And I did not know it existed until I got in college.
Yeah, exactly. We're just shooting the shit, man. All right. So, yeah.
Supposedly, I heard on the grapevine that Gen Z has a fascination with World War II.
Yep.
Now, the thing is, I don't get it. Because, yeah, maybe when I was a kid I liked World War II, but the more I started learning about World War I, the more invested I was. Just because World War I's like goddamn mystery. There's some shit we'll just never know.
There's some things you will know eventually, but it's just, you have to look for it. If you don't look for it, you're not going to find it.
Oh no, you can find fucking documents and shit all over the place in certain areas, but World War I, some of that shit just doesn't exist anymore because it was destroyed.
Yeah, some of the data is basically related to the assassination of the Austrian or Hungarian
It was the Austrian king.
Yeah, the Austrian king.
Ostrich King, yeah.
Ostrich King.
Yes. That's how World War One
A
started.
bird.
No,
Yes.
Austrian. Sorry, I apologize.
Austro-Prussian.
I had
Okay,
to.
so it was one of these guys gets
You
murdered.
know what, Nico? I like your version more. It was an ostrich in a car. It was
Yes.
taken from the zoo. It had a crown on its head. Yeah, an ostrich was killed. And then
Yep.
Everybody got mad.
Okay,
It was killed by the Lion King of the other nation.
Fucking Lion King?
Yep, Mufasa.
Are you sure it wasn't Scar? Long live the king. And he just pops him.
Okay, we're even though I couldn't find the guy, I'm just going to I'm gonna go get some stuff and then we're gonna...
Also, the weapons technology at the time is far more fascinating to me. I think it's also because whenever I was younger, the History Channel talked ad nauseum about the superiority of German armor, all this shit that was...
absolutely silly.
And it's like, yeah, the thing was armored. Ain't going anywhere very fast, is it?
Yep.
The whole purpose of it is basically to do reinforced armor, and then it was mostly their specialty was actually factory work, nothing else.
Dude, with that dick measuring contest Hitler had with Stalin, trying to make bigger, badder tanks, it's like, well, you know, for the guys who really liked using lightning warfare in the early battle, you're slowing yourselves down quite heavily.
The other
So
part
much
that is
so that the elephant and the tiger too, sometimes their engine would just not work.
Bob, you're missing the big
Elephant would
point.
conflagrate.
You're missing something very, very big. After World War One, there was a major issue that happened that led into World War II having a lot of constraints on their military as well. They couldn't have certain types of tanks. They couldn't have certain kind of missiles. They couldn't have certain kinds of grenades.
That did not matter after France was taken. All right, let's be real.
Yeah, actually, that didn't matter after France was. I agree with what he just said.
It's
But-
like there was nothing stopping them from producing smaller, cheaper shit.
Yeah. There's also the thing with the paratroopers getting shot down out of the sky and all that, which basically something that they had an agreement not to do. From that,
I believe you're confusing paratroopers for pilots.
no, I mean,
You can
no,
shoot a
paratroopers.
paratrooper. You can shoot a paratrooper. You can't shoot a pilot. But that is not necessarily rules of warfare. That is just the code of the sky.
Yeah.
Once that pilot touches down, he's free game for the fucking infantry.
No, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, once he touched down, but they were shooting him in the sky.
But if it's airborne, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah. The second they would fire. It was well known that whether the Russians or the Germans would, if you parachuted people in, they would legitimately fucking fire their AA guns at those people with fucking parachutes, which is probably one of the most nastiest ways to go if you think about it. Like, that's fucking Jesus fuck.
Slowly
Yeah.
falling to my death. Whizzing right by my head. That one was loud. That was close.
That one made you dead. Yeah, I know.
Oh, and that's if you're lucky and the shock took you out. If your head's still intact.
Yeah, no. I've heard stories. I don't really but no, I agree with you. The weirdness. Like, I will still I had a D&D game, not a D&D game, but something similar to Dungeons and Dragons, where I used the actual suits of armor, that weird bulletproof thing that they had.
Oh, the flak vest? Those things are awesome. I fucking love those. That's the thing I love about World War. Just the technology at the time was so fucking out there.
Yep.
Yeah, but it was like, I actually used that in a set. I have that for a D&D setting that never got finished. It's still it's out there. It works, but I just haven't. I have to finish the rules.
I'll be real. One of my favorite tanks was the French one, the FP Renault. I love that little thing. I don't know why I like it. I just love it. I feel like Top Gear is like, this is great, this is brilliant, but I like this.
Yep. No, yeah, I agree with you there. Okay, yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, it's just all the weird
it's a World
shit that
War
was
I-
coming out,
World War I,
and some
yeah.
of it you don't even know why it exists. I mean, hell, there's a machine gun in the museum. Nobody knows how it was supposed to function. Nobody knows. The documents were lost, and it doesn't really feel like it could fire in any conceivable way, so we don't fucking know. It's just a piece of metal, but it was part of history.
I have thought of the most ridiculous vehicle that could possibly be built for the military.
Let me hear it, and I'll tell you if it's already been made.
A golf cart tank.
Already been made.
Both of us legitimately, and it actually makes an appearance. It actually makes an appearance in a video game. I can't remember what the name of the game was.
Oh, that's just a video game. I'm just saying, like,
yeah,
literally, you go down to somewhere like Africa and you TIG weld some metal sheets to a golf cart. There you go. Maybe put a 40mm on it. There you go.
Oh no, I was talking about putting actual like artillery on it and firing off like full missiles from it.
Yes, there's stuff like that.
Wait. Nico, did you say artillery and missiles?
Yes,
Wait.
artillery and missiles. Not separate.
They're separate. Okay. I was like, at the same time?
Yeah, you fire both.
I mean, they exist. They got a recoilless rifle that would fit that definition in a way.
With enough firepower and recoil, the golf cart moves back a little bit faster.
Did you not see their steel mill? Did you not see their steel mill core armor that they did? Africa had a group of guys. It's one of the hysterical...
I was telling my buddies about that. Yes.
Go for it.
Yes.
Go for it.
We were talking about some of the vehicles in GTA Online, GTA 5, and he was like, "Hey, Bob, what's this vehicle here? This armored truck?" I'm like, "Dude, this looks like something from fucking South Africa." I'm gonna be real with you. Just looking at it, I think it was called the Invader. It was either the Invader or the Insurgent was the name of the vehicle, you know, because licensing. But then I went on how this car company, the CEO of a car company, had like a goddamn North Korean style parade going down in Africa where you had these guys in these experimental power armor suits, like fucking fencer suits from EDF. They had this APC fucking thing that looked like it was made out of paper mache, and supposedly they had a walker from Battletech. It doesn't walk, it was just there as a prototype. But the cockpit opened and you saw the pilot. and it's some of the wildest shit, and I kind of like it because it's so fucking dumb. It's like when you see the helicopters that they make over there.
Yeah, we need more of their invention, don't we, boys? Like, fuck me. I know, it's just laughable. It's just laughable at best. And,
oh my god, sorry I went on a rant there. It was like, oh my god, you unlocked a goddamn memory for me.
We got you talking, so that's a good thing.
Hey man, when it comes to arms and armor, that's my thing. Even if it's something that doesn't fucking exist or is a prototype that failed, I have a vested interest in it. You know, like paper mache power armor, and you're walking around as if you got weight, but all it is just a bunch of fucking cardboard and shit.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that, and I was like, "This is the most insane." Because a buddy of mine were talking about this. I went, "That's not real." And he's like, "No, that's real. Apparently, they made that." And all it was
it's like, real in the sense of it was physically there.
Yeah, physically there. Like they had the weirdest, and like I was like, "Wait a minute."
Oh, that obese APC fucking thing.
No, okay. The best way to describe this, I'd have to look online. I saw it, I actually saw it on 4chan, so I didn't think it was real. Like, we were having, like, this was a big 4chan conversation. It was like, this isn't real, right? This isn't real. And he's like, no, buddy, that is fucking real. I went, no. And we were like, I started giggling like a fucking schoolgirl. I couldn't believe what I was looking at. And he's like, no, man, that is fucking real. This is Africa. They had a military group, and they had these guys. They were wearing, best way to put it is they put, like, the arms you would put on a fucking desk, like that metal rotting, was wrapped around their bodies. And they had, like, they were moving around, and they had, like, machine guns in their hands.
It was in Ghana.
It was Ghana, was it?
It was in Ghana.
You got images?
I have videos. I literally looked up African prototype parade, and there they are. The African Iron Man combat suit.
Oh my god, that's perfect.
The strange advanced weapons of Ghana.
We're gaming here tonight, boys. So you're not going to see much videos, but put that shit. I may put that on after we're done the gaming for tonight. Yeah, definitely put that in the fucking thing. Let people watch that.
Okay.
That needs to be watched.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so the video I'm gonna put up is by Jay Mantime. I just want to give the guy credit, you know.
Okay, yeah. Well, if we put it up.
And he goes over each of the prototypes that were shown off by this company.
They were insane. They were insane when I saw it. I was like, this is the most insane thing I have ever seen. And I've seen some fucking stupid shit.
That's how it goes
Okay.
sometimes.
Copy link, send link. Yes, this shit is fucking wild. This was a 6-year-old video too.
Oh yeah, no, when I saw it, it was fucking fascinating.
Now this was all sponsored by like the CEO of a car company. Like a local car company that's over there in like Ghana or whatnot. And he petitioned all this stuff to be made as like little prototypes. I guess he really wanted to get into the arms manufacturer, but in the typical way that a guy who doesn't know what the fuck he's doing outside of building cars.
Yeah, this shit is wild. I've never seen shit this stupid. Like this is what we like to call stupid. I'm floored by it. And I'm not against. Hey, dude, I'm not against stupid. Like I'm all for stupid.
Oh, dude, it's so stupid that it comes back around to being funny. That's why I kind of love it.
Yep, that same here. This is going to be the American. This is going to stop the American from because I think this is the guy who had that big fear that America was coming or something like that, if I remember correctly.
Tonka is the brand name, if I'm not mistaken.
Here's my question. Why would you promote yourself having all this stuff if you don't want America to come take it?
Well, dude, America.
No.
Oh, okay. Nico, I get what you're saying. I know the question he's posing is...
It's showing they have rare metals that they can have reformed and made actually.
Yeah, it's like, supposedly if this is something that you want to bring against the Allied nations, i.e. America, and it's like, we're going to show off our prototype even though we don't want them to know about our prototype because that would be a military blunder, so we're going to show off our military prototype anyway. I see what he's saying.
It gives a reason for them to go and start poking around there and say, "Oh, you got this new toy, huh? Interesting."
This is why I say it was like a North Korean style parade.
Yeah, because you get somebody like PX that seeing that.
Looking at a bunch of Cold War fucking equipment rolling around, it's like, God, that dinosaur belongs in a fucking museum. Jeez.
Yeah,
I just remember what they considered space age was a goddamn fucking like a guy wearing shit metal, and then having a fucking like his ultimate weapon was a goddamn like AK or something like that. Was it an AK? No, yeah, it was an AK. It was an AK-47.
Are you telling me he wore a Shockmaster uniform basically from the old days? Or Stormtrooper outfit?
It is one of the most stupidest power armors I've ever seen in like. It's up there with the.
Is it up with the Inhumanoids? That power armor was.
No. The Inhumanoids armor is amazing if you think about it. The fuckers
except for Mr. P is stored in the balls. All right, the yellow guy. I don't know what the hell's going on with those legs.
Dude, let's not forget that power armor is so badass. The Inhumanoids are like they can legitimately. Hey man, we're about to sink into the ocean. I got an idea. Let's just put on our power armor.
It's not about to sink into the ocean. It's about to be, fucking. Sorry, I thought. What was the name of that submarine? Ocean Gate.
Yeah.
The submarine lost power to its Xbox controller, let's say.
Okay, so you mean Titan 2. The Titan 2.
Yeah, Titan 2. And because it's being crushed by one of the giant kaiju monsters, and he's like, just put on your helmet! And they get fucking zooted into the water, and they're fine.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, the armor is powerful. It just looks goofy as fuck just for the yellow guy. I like the green, I like Augur's armor. Mr. Clampy Claws can, I don't know, maybe get a little better of a weapon. I don't know.
This is why you invest in Energizer Bunnies.
Like, this is the stupid thing of it, man. Motherfucker had had a powerful power armor that like legit was so strong. Ah, fuck off. I hate this stage. It's like
so strong that in order to get away from the giant kaiju monsters, when they're, mind you, 2 miles below the surface of the ocean, which is, yeah, normally divers would have to slowly traverse down. They're instantly getting hit with that pressure, and the suit's able to compensate for that.
Yeah,
but on top of that,
and they can swim up with no problem.
Yep.
That's not even the part that I'm concerned about. It's not that. It's the fact that, not the flares, but man was told to deploy the concussion grenades.
Yep.
Woo! Woo! Concussion grenades underwater, 2 miles deep. Oh, that's an impulse wave. And it wasn't just one. It was like 3 to 4.
4, yeah, they fired 4 off.
Which means that's going to be a lot of giant waves and possibly a tidal wave going into, basically going inland or tsunami.
No. Concussion grenades are not like that. They don't look like that.
I'm thinking of like larger ones, my bad.
No. Like, even if this thing had a larger payload, yeah, it is a ton of energy being blasted outward, then you take the pressure towards the water. I'm not going to get into the math of it, but a normal human, if you have a swimmer attack, or a presumed enemy that is bound to do harm, I don't know, put an explosive on your ship, the thing that we do back in the Navy, would pull the pin of a concussion grenade and drop. If that man is lucky, he will be shaken. That means he wasn't very close to the blast. If he's unlucky, his brain has turned to soup. Mind you, these are 4, and I will say these are a larger than normal payload. Concussion grenades being thrown at these kaijus. The kaijus are going to be rattled. You're going to be rattled. Those suits are fine. It's just the occupants are a little like,
Dude, that like I said, that power armor's awesome. Like, their power armor's stupid.
It just looks goofy as fuck. It just looks goofy. That's my only issue with it.
Yep.
And you know what? Because in effect, Bob brought it. We could topic that me and Bob. Arus, do you have something you want to bring up? Because we want if we want to get you in here. You got something you want to talk about? Any interesting power armors you want to bring?
Power armors, and the only ones that come to mind are the ones from Mega Man X.
Oh, okay.
Power armor?
Yeah, that is power armor.
Okay. I thought it was just, I thought all Mega Man guys were like cyborgs or something.
Well, technically he's a robot, but he wears armor like Iron Man for some reason. He always gets a different one.
Oh, I get it. So like an extra skin layer, kind of.
Yeah, you know what we'll do? You know what we'll do? We'll play some Mega Man X tonight then, just to show Bob some power armor. Just right now I'm playing. Let me.
Oh man, I ain't got no goddamn interest.
I am truly sad for the man who unfortunately passed on, our power armor king, who was the guy who created the bear suit.
Oh, he died a while ago, but still, pay my respects. Yeah, the bear suit, man. That wasn't power armor, but that was.
Well, no, it had a battery and shit.
Yeah, it had a battery probably for lights, but it's not a powered exoskeleton.
Yep, and some reason this happened.
We've talked about this. The definition of a power armor requires a powered exoskeleton that works with the user.
Oh,
because
yeah. Okay.
By that logic, then a diving suit's power armor. You know what I'm saying?
You could. Well, actually, you could say some diving suits are power armor.
You told me no. You told me no. That one of the first variants of diving suit was the first rendition of power armor.
No. What I was referring to, when I said power, what I was referring to was the power armor that you were talking about, where like the basic. What I was making a reference to was the power armor, like the basic dive suits, like the old school ones. Like we were talking about that stuff from that time. If we're talking about modern deep exploration suits, yes, those are power armor.
Oh no, I was trying to find like what is the first ever power armor, and I found like some diving suit from like the 1812s.
Yeah, and that's not power armor. I don't consider that power armor. But
You're not power armor. Sorry,
I'm
I'm just very passionate about diving suits. I think they're cool.
Yeah, well, no, that's kind of why I like that bullet suit from World War II. That's kind of like no, but if we're talking modern
World War
day,
One, they didn't really have bullet suits in World War II, to my knowledge. But World War One, yes, yeah, they plated fuckers up, especially trench raiders. Trench raiders and grenadiers were plated.
Yeah. Yeah,
And,
but those goddamn diving bells that they made them wear, and they just threw hand grenades in there and blew them up. And the poor guys had to fucking
diving bell.
Yeah, it looked like a bell. Hey, here, I'll get you the.
I'm about to say, give me an image.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're playing something, but the screen is black.
Something that's kind of funny I just saw is Punisher.
I'm looking at the stream now.
There you are. YouTube's been doing this thing where for some reason I click on a video and it's a black screen.
It's not black for me. I see a game very similar to Mega Man.
There we go. Nah, it's some on my end. Never mind. Lay my last. God damn it. YouTube is always doing this shit where it's like, oh yeah, sorry, you clicked on the video, but we didn't load the video footage. We just gave you the audio. I'm like, what the fuck? So you have to click out and then click back in the video.
Yep.
Okay, so this is the stupid shit I'm talking about. I'll get it for you.
On a computer or your phone?
I don't have a computer.
So this is the stupid I'm talking about. This is from Facebook. This was
Aris, and for the entire audience, just know I do not have a computer. I am saving money for one. Please stop asking. I know I'm a peasant.
Secretly, that is actually a half truth because you are on a
That's what I'm
computer
talking about, Bob. That's what.
Hold on. Put it up on screen or DM me.
General. I got it.
I see why they call the artillery barrage a drum roll. I can definitely hear it.
Yeah,
So, from what I understand, that one was used very sparingly. Like, that one was not in common use.
No, it wasn't. Usually, and they had another one. I don't see the other one there, but I remember the other one clearly from a movie from back in the day. There was a movie about the four guys that wore that for the first time. You are the greatest German. You're getting the best suit. And they sent him out to do fucking cleanup. And unfortunately, that cleanup involved dealing with and they just threw a bunch of hand grenades and the guys just started screaming and all died. They got blown up. It's one of the most brutal,
Bro, I'll be real. Check out these trench raiders. I love this shit. Like, so the one where they're wearing like the forest camouflage, that is an album cover right there.
Yeah.
yeah, they are. Well, some of those are album covers. Like, dude.
They look kind of too silly to be really military. You know what I mean?
No, the one on the right looks fucking haunting.
Yeah.
Like, the one on the left, okay, a little bit of comical. The one on the right doesn't even have the glass for the mask he's wearing. It's just void. That is horrifying.
So just to kind of give anyone a heads into what we're doing here, there's some other ones I saw that are actually pretty badass. But just to give a heads up what game we're playing, as Iris brought it up. It's called it's called Gravity Circuit, and it's basically if Mega Man was Bruce Lee.
Oh, I thought it was like mixed with Ninja Gaiden.
No, it's more of a Bruce Lee thing.
Okay.
Yeah. That's another thing we haven't played, that Bruce Lee game that was on NES.
I am not playing Enter the Dragon. Go fuck yourself. That is it.
Oh, I have a RPG Maker game that you may be interested in, Chief.
Holy shit did I hate that game.
Dave,
You wanna what? What?
I may have an RPG Maker game you could be interested in. It's called Trench Face.
I've had a look at it already. It's something that was something I might be. It might be too violent. That's kind of why I didn't look at it. I was like, I was.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I was like, if only it was on console and if only it wasn't turn-based, I would play the shit out of this. I love surrealist horror like that.
I kind of like. I wanted to look at Lona RPG is another one I've been wanting to look at, but I also know what happens in Lona RPG.
Yeah,
There-
no. Enough. Put bottle. Back.
Yeah. Well, I like, okay, if the goblins catch you, you do not want to know what happens to you when the goblins catch you. Most people stop playing the game because they realize what's going to happen. Some people like getting caught by the goblins. It all depends on how some people play that game. It is a brutal, nasty game. I like the idea of a darker version of role-playing, but like, as a DM, I usually suggest players never to run a game like that because players will take that shit personally.
Yep.
So I just don't do stuff like that. I'm just like, no, don't do that to your players. Your players are going to be pissed at you. Just don't do it.
I'd rather be pissed the way I normally do is like, I died stupidly saving an ally. Why? Because it's fucking worth it. They never let a man die.
Yeah, that is actually fine in my opinion. And also,
Yeah.
my favorite way of killing players usually revolves around a very simple thing. Players do not know when to run.
The thing is, adventure is never for running. You literally stay in, you run around, you do some crazy shit, then you basically make the enemy get so confused to the point that they're like, wait, why are they not moving? Why are they fighting us?
Were you here for... Yeah, you were here. Remember our last session?
Yeah.
The only thing that stopped us from running was the high-speed enemies. Once those were gone, yeah, we were gonna book it.
To be honest with you, my mindset throughout that, I was considering 3 different options in my head. That I was gonna either like try to take out the thing with the fireball, the actual thing by aiming it along the ground and burning the building down.
Okay,
But then with that,
can I backseat game that session? Because that was, I got
Oh,
something
it was a clusterfuck. It was an absolute clusterfuck. I'm aware of that.
yeah, I kind of played around with it a little bit too long with trying to figure out whether or not to use a lightning bolt, and I should have probably used it when we first saw them, but I chose not to because I thought it would be more funnier to see what happens after.
No. If you
Where
had
the fuck is our artillery? Like, the first thing going through my mind is like, does anybody have anything that can wipe out crowds? Because I can do dueling, I can't do crowds.
no.
Yeah.
If you would hit off a lightning bolt at the right time, you
I
guys
like everybody.
you guys could have done that. But no, it got into a bloodbath. And like I said, Starfleet died, and he missed last session. So yeah, he'll hopefully next week he'll be here.
Yeah, I was talking about, I don't know, being turned to Swiss cheese. But I finally got a ranged option.
To be fair, my characters are always like that a little bit, because he's a Kender. He likes to make a little bit of mayhem.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
don't
I
be
know.
malicious about it.
Yep.
Kenders are not innately malicious.
They're not. No, they're goofy. They're stupid, but they're not malicious.
Yeah. I still attacked him. I tried to, at least. The enemy.
Eventually, yeah. But if you had lightning bolt, a Kender, like that's the thing about Kenders, man. They're fun. They're fun characters. You gotta be very, but some players do not know how to play Kenders properly. They turn them into like bad situations. Nico's doing okay, but like you got to understand Kenders.
You can be a little bit of bastard, don't go full bastard, alright?
No, Kenders will do stupid shit. Kenders will unleash hell if they want. That's kind of their thing.
Yep.
Yeah. The way I look at a Kender is that blonde chick from, was it Gunsmith Cats?
Yep. Throw a bunch of hand grenades. Like you.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, okay. You lightning bolting, you trying to trick shot a lightning bolt in a bunch of people? That's something I could see a Kender doing. You fucking fireballing an entire room while everyone's screaming no. like that. That's something a Kender would do. But you gotta kind of like you gotta have that nice in between of a scenario for Kender. You gotta be very careful with them because they are absolutely fearless.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I can already see, like, not for you, Nico, not for your case at all, but I already can see how people are like, oh, I'm a Kender, I'd do it just because I could. You know how people have that malicious compliance about them being a bunch of bastards? I can already see how, I guess you'd say, modern players would twist that.
Yep, you see it all the time.
Like, one of the things
That's what my character would do. It's like, yeah, but you're also a player at this game, and I'm within punching distance.
Yeah. For instance, a good example of that was I have a spell that I have, which I didn't take, think my daily things for that. But if I had took it to create food and water for the priest spells, if I did that in the middle of everything, that would cause major chaos. Because it would be like, what the hell is this? Where did this come from?
No, you could, like I said, here's something I've seen a Kender do. Kender's like, hey, there's a bunch of guys coming down the wall, coming up this flight of stairs. Create water over the stairs. they slip down the stairs. Then chill touch on the stairs to make everything slippery. Then
a little bit of Kevin McAllister.
Yeah, and then fly down the stairs. Then they take a fucking. I had a player that was a Kender.
A little cartoon noise.
Head as a weapon. That was actually legit what he did. So you can do it. It's just a matter of how far do you want to do when you do, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. We got lots of chips here, so let's get back to the game here. And like I said, back to Bearman because we kind of stopped. I kind of want to talk about Bearman. That was a fascinating thing. He never did find that bear, which is kind of amusing.
A bear suit. I mean, there was another suit I remember from Australia where it was just a fuck ton of spines pointed in every direction.
Yep.
It was like some Cenobite walking through the desert. That's what it looked like. I was like, did somebody open the box and did you come?
Yeah. Well, there's a famous, I can't remember, it's one of the fantasies where a guy actually created a suit of armor that was designed to be spikes to fight a white wyvern. It was a wyvern or a worm. I guess all depends on what you think okay, there are two different serpent things that will be referred to as worms or wyverns. Wyverns can be also the assumption of a giant serpent. Wyverns can also be the assumption of a
baby dragon, I think, or some form of dragon.
Yeah.
A dragon with 2 feet.
Yeah. So a wyvern and a worm could be two things.
Yep, technically 3 if you think about it.
Worms are the dragons with no feet, the ones that don't stick to the sky because they cannot be in the ground at all.
Yeah.
And
So
wyverns have like 2 feet. No front feet, just wings and 2 feet.
Yeah.
I would say WYRM.
Yeah, no, he's not wrong though. He actually kind of. It is some of the things. There's weird lores and stuff if you want to really look at it. I have a book actually wouldn't mind looking at. I have a interesting couple books I have that one of these days I might put on chat. I may even on Friday. I'm thinking about tomorrow. I'm thinking of opening up the Deck of Many Things and doing a Deck of Many Things episode where we have fun with the deck.
So here's a question for you. What's your thoughts of a deck of many creatures?
It already exists. It's Deck of Illusions, technically.
I was about to mention the Deck of Illusions.
Yeah, but that's not actually.
They drew goblin cards. Yeah, the Deck of Illusions can become a real physical manifestation. Such as whenever the quote-unquote Lich was touched by the Goopy Goop from that strange spaceship and became aware of his situation.
Yep. I guess that makes sense. It all depends.
Okay, and Nico missed some of them because he was away for a bit. So Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that doc. He was-
Yeah. I thought he was there for that section. That's when the fucking packed.
No, it wasn't.
No, I wasn't there. I wasn't that part. I was in the part after that, which was when I started swimming in it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, motherfucker was mutant maxing over here trying to get all the perks you can get in fucking Fallout.
Yep, spider hair, everything. The whole thing with ashy skin, all the fun.
Fucking walked out looking like a goddamn peanut.
Yeah.
There we go.
The whole other thing when you get spider climb with your hair.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna want that. I want the comedic arc.
Honestly, if we all spent like 5 minutes in that sludge, we'd look like the main cast of One Piece.
You look like
I'll be
a-
real with you, I can't stand One Piece's animation style. I know some people like it, but I can't do it.
Bob, you're wrong. You look like a proper fifth edition group. Speaking about which, we'll be talking about this on the Flophouse tomorrow.
One Piece is 5e!
To be fair, it is.
It explains it, boys. Don't fucking tell me it doesn't explain it.
Oh,
Okay.
that's where wizards got all their inspiration from.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here's the question, though.
The One Coast is real!
After all this time, the One Piece was always just the dragon's horde. Once you find that big dragon. Monkey D. Dragon.
Yeah, Monkey D. Dragon. I fucking dude, does it not? Dude, does that not? Like, legitimately, look at what the players are in those. It's like, yeah, that's exactly what they are.
To be honest with you, I wouldn't be shocked if the new 5e for 2026 is gonna have the whole One Piece thing like they did with the Stranger Things. Because that was also a Netflix thing, wasn't it? Stranger Things?
Yeah.
So they're gonna make that new little crossover game.
Oh, the new very special thing that 5e did. Oh, only 5e did it, guys. No one else did it. And we'll be talking about it in the Flophouse. Apparently, they allowed players to play liches.
So here's my question.
Special.
Are they bringing back Magic Gym just for One Piece?
I'm sorry, that shit I guarantee isn't around because of fucking Baldur's Gate 3, because for some goddamn reason there's a lich at camp. Why is he here? Oh, don't worry about it. It's just a lich.
Because they wanted to have it as a possible dateable character.
Oh, Don't mind me. No. You don't even get the frying pan to the Shadow Realm with you. Bad.
No, I thought it was not wrong, man. It's fucking better in that game.
Dude, you can literally sleep with a fungus in that game too, I think. If I remember correctly.
Hey, clearly this.
What the fuck? I didn't even know about the shroom.
Yeah.
It's made for girls, it's not made for guys. Just saying.
Oh, dude, I'll
I
be
don't
real.
think.
I think it was made for streaming.
I think
Streaming
it
and
was-
horny culture.
Yeah, well, that's actually that's my big problem with horny culture. You know, like I'm kind of sick and tired, like these fucking children of Moloch and these children of Paul, for fuck's sake. It's like, Jesus fuck, buddy. Like, yeah, get out of the horny. We know you're horny, but fuck, we don't need to know that you're horny. Fucking stay off.
Dude, the part that got me one time is, you know, the concept of you
who's
do
this?
an
Hello?
action. Hey, DJ. You know,
Artemis has just deployed its parachutes, and well, it looks like it's a capsule that's completely whole. So that's great news. I just wanted to share with you guys. Good evening.
are they making a landing?
Yeah, the touchdown right now. I'm watching the ocean underneath the coffee filter-shaped capsule, and I see the yes, it's got 2 parachutes deployed. I think that's hopefully they're not missing one. Apollo has reached.
So is it decaf or is it like full cap?
Oh my.
Well, it's definitely full khaki. This shoulder is shard black.
Okay, so the big
Oh.
question is,
Okay, but what I was asking, or not asking, what I was stating earlier was the concept of consequences of your actions as if it doesn't fucking savage people. Alright, mind you, saw a streamer. She was cosplaying as her character in Baldur's Gate 3. Okay, sure, you're maybe a little quirky. But when Gale, the best character in the fucking game, because he's a dude, and I mean like, not that he's a guy, the fact that he's just a bro. He is that dude. He's a dude. When he's asking for help because his hand's through the portal, there's an option to be a fucking bastard and like think about gnawing and butchering the hand or whatever the fuck. Yeah. And it's like, it goes down, it happens, and then his hand's all mangled and he's like, what the fuck? And she's like, wait, there's consequences for my fucking actions? Yes! Sorry. Gale is just one of the only good written characters in the fucking game, alright? I'll be real with you.
no one was written good in that game. I don't care what you say, Bob.
No, that's what I'm saying. That shows something. The fact that the normal human mage was the best fucking written character. He wasn't even that complex.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, remember, when you have a good sacrifice, you have to sacrifice somewhere. So they sacrifice in the scripts, the mechanics, and everything else.
Well, even that, by destroying his arm, you pretty much fucked the character, because now he can't use his magic.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Yeah,
anyway,
I don't. No. It was just that shock of like, wait, there's consequences. Yes, bitch. Yes. In
It's
any
like
RPG, in anything you do, there are always consequences for your actions. What you thought it was just gonna be? Sorry.
You gotta remember, you're from Telltale Games. They think the character will just remember.
Oh yeah. Oh, don't fucking start on Telltale. Chief, take it away before I go on another goddamn tangent.
Yeah, Telltale. They'll remember that, Bob.
No, yeah, they'll remember. And any choice you make in Dispatch doesn't fucking matter.
And none of their games actually had mattering choices.
No, none of them really did. Like, technically, you technically can save your daughter from eating human flesh, but everybody else doesn't.
Yep.
Sorry. Go ahead, Chief. Take it away. Do something. Right. Lose shit again.
My favorite from Telltale. There's the thing where you have the starving truck, and no matter what you say, they're going to steal that food.
Yep.
And it's like, okay.
Ah, man, I love having no choice in a game that has choices. Thanks, game.
Even technically the Wolf Among Us, which I actually think is the best of that franchise, was the best game there. Was the Wolf Among Us was actually really good. I actually.
You said Among Us. All you Zoomers start freaking out. Go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do it now.
Drink. I mean, they're in the capsule, but they're in the big drink.
They're in the big drink. Do they have the patrol craft on the way? What's the ETA on that?
I was more concerned if they had straws so they could drink the straws. They activated their beacon earlier, and they had a bright flashing light, and I believe they have some kind of radio direction finding beacon thing on there. So I believe there is a LHD. I don't know which one, because I wish it was the Iwo Jima, because I think it's a cool fucking ship name, but it's one of the LHD helicopter deck ships. I'm sure you're familiar.
LHD? Yeah. Oh, damn, what? They get the fucking Navy ship in there, okay. Well, goddamn. Give me the name of that. No, it wouldn't be the Bahama Shard. It wouldn't be that.
It would be funny if it was one of the big ones that Trump just got recently made.
Actually, it would be funny if it was Bob's old ship.
Yeah.
It would not be my ship because mine was an LHD. Mine was an LCS. But if the Bahama Shard happens to show up, it's like, don't get on that ship. That's a ghost. The Bahama Shard doesn't exist anymore.
Oh god. Oh no, this is a ghost ship. That would be funny. This is the LPD-26, USS John P. Mercer. So LPD, I guess, is amphibious. I guess it counts as amphibious swamp ship too. I don't know.
LPD
Transport dock.
Yeah, littoral Transport Doctrine.
Yeah.
I don't know all the designations for all the ships. I just knew mine.
I just know they're backwards. Like LST, it means landing ship tank, instead of TLS would be tank landing ship.
Because a tank landing ship would be something that deploys tanks.
I see, that makes sense.
Yeah. So the LST landing ship tank. Right? Is that what you said? Yeah. That implies that the vehicle itself is the tank, rather than something that deploys tanks.
Oh, I see. That's why carrier vessel nuclear is CVN. I see.
Yeah.
No, I'm happy that they looks like they made it.
Yeah. I
Although
was
how
a
many
bit
people
more
are
excited
gonna,
about it,
how
but
many people are going to be bitching about it? It was such a
oh yeah. Oh dude, you don't hate the media enough.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, why are we wasting money to go to space? Because we haven't gone to space in such a long time, and it's like, what if we can colonize Mars? We can find new resources and possibly habitable space on Mars.
Maybe we could terraform Mars. That'd be fun.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
I don't think you'll ever be able to terraform Mars. That's kind of impossible. But
One day.
Hey man, I want my what was it? Platinum-haired, red-eyed baddie from Space Battleship Yamato. All right.
Yes. But no, I mean, it's a 100-year timescale thing. That's why in the expansion, when they were terraforming Mars, it was like a century-long plan, but, you know, it requires like a long-term commitment because they spent so much on their Martian military, they didn't really get it done in a timely manner.
Yeah, it would take a short time if you use a bunch of machinery instead of actually sending people. You send drones, and the drones will do it for you.
Imagine in the far future, people are Martians are doing thirst traps, and it's people with like these amber red eyes. Not amber red, like ruby red eyes. Oh, dude, you know that's gonna be like a fashion statement. Is like, oh, the same way people like blonde hair, blue eyes right now, or like some other quirk, some genetic quirk that attracts them to the person. People are gonna want platinum hair with red eyes. I guarantee it.
You know the sad thing about that? The first thing that comes to my mind when that comes up is Sophie from Izetta the Witch. Plus Witch.
Oh, I know most people are going to be thinking of what's that guy's name from Tokyo Ghoul, but I'm specifically thinking of the one chick, the pilot from Space Battleship Yamato.
Makes sense.
I still haven't watched Tokyo Ghoul all the way through. It's one of those series that kind of started to stop.
I stopped watching it because I realized how edgy it was going to be, and I'm not here for teenage Edge wanting to be special.
To be fair, the second series is better, honestly.
I like the idea. I like the idea of these evil fucking things. Like, that to me kind of.
Oh, like the perspective of the vampires, quote unquote.
Yeah.
I'm not against the admiral perspective. Like sometimes those are.
Just don't go fucking edgy with it, alright?
Yeah, the one I like that was kind of edgy is Toko.
Bob doesn't like slice of life vampires either. We showed 5 seconds of Karen and Bob just shuts down.
Oh, damn right I shut down. I ain't wasting my time with that garbage. Get that fucking shit out of my face.
I think Bob would look the redhead in Toko, honestly. The way she acts and how she like handles her situation.
Yeah. He might like Karen, that's the thing. It's like, I kind of like the idea of it. It's actually a very fascinating idea of the series.
You know, I think that one of the big things with Tokyo Ghoul that turned me off wasn't just the edge, but it was like, oh no, I don't want to do this. And it's just like, mate, I have more respect to the guy who locks in and says, this is my life now. Alright, I gotta do it, let's do it. Let's get this out of the fucking way. Yeah, sure, it's nasty, it's awful, it's whatever, but I gotta do it. It's the same thing when you go to the fucking bathroom at this point. This is my life.
Oh, so you like the guy from like What We Do in the Shadows.
Maybe I would. Another thing in Tokyo Ghoul that I thought was fucking funny is like, oh yeah, we just did an illegal blood transplant.
Yeah,
that's the plot. That's the plot.
Yeah, when the guy became a one of the camera crew became a vampire, and then they were like, everyone loved the cameraman, and they were like, the cameraman was the guy who's like, yeah, we like the cameraman more than we like you type of thing, and it's like, he was so mad that like no one liked him.
Oh, are you still talking about Tokyo Ghoul, or are you talking about the Dark Stalkers?
No,
Same
what we do in the shadows is a very, very fucking hysterical vampire movie. It's probably one of the best modern day vampire movies about a documentary where a guy finds a group of vampires and he basically follows them around while they do their day-to-day life.
Oh, he's doing a like a documentary on them.
Bob,
Yeah,
if you want to laugh your ass off, watch Tokyo Ghoul the live action.
That sounds intriguing, Chief. Give me that name again. It was What We Do in the Dark.
What we do in the shadows. I can get you the.
What We Do in the Shadows. That genuine. You know what? Next movie night. How about that?
I'll have to see if I'll have to see if I have it. It's one of the few movies I was having a hard time getting my hands on because it's an Australian movie, eh? Or New Zealand.
Because that sounds fucking perfect. Because you know there's what's the vampire bloodline in Masquerade that is all about seducing and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, a lot of people love me, and then like imagine hearing the glass shatter of like, no, actually we like him. He's just holding the fucking camcorder or something. I was like, what do you mean you like him? I like, hey, thanks guys, just don't mind me. Just keep doing your thing.
Yeah, because what the hell was that? I'll have to look.
It's a phone call. Give me a moment.
Yeah. I gotta look at my portable hard drive and have a look and see if I have it on there, because it was one of those. I know I have the DVD. I just don't know if I have a digital copy we can watch.
So here's my question for you though: how would you handle the Tokyo Ghoul live action?
I heard this. I don't know what to think about that. Like, it's kind of one of the silliest things on the series, but yeah.
The voice acting of the guy that does the main character is so bizarrely like out of touch. It feels like it doesn't match at all.
Oh, speaking about series that are out of touch and don't believe they're at all, is rumor has it we may be seeing a second series to the fucking to that version of Death Note that we got from Netflix. Rumor has it they're still going to do the movie, the second movie.
So wait, we're gonna be seeing Cuck Note?
Yeah, we're gonna see Cuck Note.
Oh, we might. No, not Cook. No. Oh boy, what's happening? What goes down, Nico?
Okay, so we're talking about the live action Death Note that was American. Rumor has it. No confirmed on this one. Complete fucking rumors. Fuckers talking online. Apparently, they are actually going to do it. They were. The decision has been made. They're going to make that second movie.
So they had in the first one had Twilight Boy do main character. I think if I'm correct on that with Light.
I don't know what the game plan is, but it's when I started laughing when I heard that. I said, "No way are they going to do that. If they do that, I will laugh my ass off. That is like some of the seriously stupid shit I've ever. That was such a bad movie. Oh god, that was an awful movie. If anyone ever saw it, it's silly how he did it, but
I'm still trying to figure out how they could save it, and the only way I can think of is putting Dean Ambrose as the guy that is Light. That's the only way I can think of them saving it.
What I'm hearing is going to be, it's not even going to be those characters. I don't know what they're going to do, but I heard it's going to be like a younger version of like Light. It's going to be like a teenager thing. That's what I was hearing. It's not going to be Light. It's just going to be like a youth that gets the Death Note and fucks around with Death Note from California.
Oh. So basically, they're gonna write down everybody that they feel wronged them or gave them a passive-aggressive, upset thing, or misused their pronouns.
I don't know what the game plan is. I have no idea what the game plan is. I only heard, and honestly, that actually sounds like something that. To be honest, if they actually went that stupid with it, Can I be honest, boys?
That'd be pretty funny.
It'd be funny to watch. Like,
What if there's another Shinigami besides Freebe?
there are other Shinigamis that start fucking with it. There was a interesting conversation that the creator, apparently there was going to be another Jeff, like, because he's kind of done stuff with the series afterwards. There's someone talking about, there's been a conversation about years ago that he actually might do something where a bunch of Shikigamis give out a bunch of death notes. And
But
like,
here's
I
the
don't,
thing.
Oh, that explains Hot Topic sales.
Yeah, on top of that, you know what would be funny? As a counterbalance, they have another person in the world that has a life note, and they constantly are at war, and they don't know about each other.
I was thinking about that, honestly. I was genuinely thinking, it's like, what if they had a life note? And you have the option to either deny a death, counteract it, or bring someone else back from the dead.
Yep.
Napoleon Bonaparte.
Just to piss people off, you bring them back. Literally, somebody is created a Benito.
no, the last thing with the death note was Donald Trump had the death note.
That would be pretty good. That'd be hilarious.
He has one. No, he legit has one.
Oh,
Yeah, no, he didn't have one, but he had.
Yeah, didn't you know, Nico? He has one.
makes sense. Makes sense. He just writes in the name every month, and then another one pops.
It's real. The death note is real. And our president has it, so look the fuck out.
Inflatable boats or dinghies to the capsule now. I see 3 of them surrounding the capsule.
They have the inflatable devices. Nice.
That's good.
Yep.
The flotation devices have been deployed. Retrieve the pilot
I don't know if
and the
they're
crew.
inflatable. They got the steel hull on the bottom, but they got like the round things on the side, so they look like inflatable boats. But I don't think they are. I'm not really a nautical guy. Yeah, they don't look like inflatable boats at all. Actually, now I'm getting better. I mean, no, they're metal.
Yeah,
Or
they're
fun.
they're like probably
No,
on the lines of like
probably
pontoons or
not.
something.
This is probably the farthest anyone's gone in a long time. It's kind of interesting.
Our first one is gone. They broke the Apollo 13 record. So Apollo 8 was the furthest, then Apollo 13, because they had to do the slingshot maneuver to get back home with minimal fuel, and then this is the furthest ever.
So here's my question for you, though. If they actually were able to do it, this idea I have for you know how we have the naval like headquarters ships that are like massive now. They're, like,
Naval headquarters ship, Nico?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not gonna
What?
lie.
they're literally ships that are like 10 times the size of the ones we had in World War II. I can't think of the name of some of them. Like the USS Abraham
Are you talking
Lincoln.
about the CVN?
Yeah,
There's
nuclear aircraft carriers.
They're like
Lincoln
that.
is what is that?
floating
Nimitz
city?
or is that a Ford?
Yeah,
Ford is when they
Might be
got...
Nimitz.
I think it's a Nimitz.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we use Nimitz now. Either way, they're like... Our aircraft carrier is considered a super carrier to other countries.
yeah. It's basically like you have the aircraft carriers on the top, and you have little like landing ones for the tanks to come out, and basically it's a mobile. It's basically a headquarters, like a full army. to
Nico,
go out.
Nico, stop. This is not Command and Conquer. we don't put all our eggs in one
Guys
basket.
on there. What, like 5,000 Marines?
That is the most Command and Conquer shit I have ever heard you say. We have the mobile command center on water. What is this, like the fucking Shield helicarrier or some shit?
I was thinking it was that, honestly.
Don't you know you actually have it? Some guy created the Shield Hellman character. Did you know that, Bob? It exists. It exists. It was created by a crazy person. I mean, a guy who was abducted by aliens. Apparently, he got his alien technology. This is a real thing. Someone's put online.
The
best part about it is
this the same as like Yakubian lore, where it's something you really gotta look for?
no, this one is actually if you go and look that up, you can actually find it. Trump did a speech about it.
You don't have to look this shit up. I know exactly what he's talking about, but it is.
Trump actually commissioned them. There's like 10 of them now.
There's 26 of them apparently, according to the alien tech, and space can fly.
Okay, so what, Nico? I'm gonna need you to look that up. I'm gonna need you to give me the details, I need
Okay.
the classification of the ships. What
Okay.
are their roles? Everything. Armament, personnel, or whatever they are willing to give you.
Yep.
Because last I checked, we were coming out with a new destroyer class that was going to be named after the original ships we used back in the Revolution.
Okay, I'm gonna go get a. While he's doing that, I'm gonna make up some coffee because I feel a headache coming on and I need some caffeine to wake up. So I'm gonna go. Do...
Oh, well, while you do that, I have
I
an
coffee. That's artificial coffee. You got to make real coffee. If you make it up in your imagination, it's not D&D. You can't just make up coffee. Okay, I'm joking. Back to you.
Okay, I got it.
all right. So if you ever, one moment, Nico, if you ever see a floating pyramid, a giant gray floating pyramid, that is the Zemwalt class.
What?
I am not fucking with you.
Small
The
class of floating
superstructure
gray
of the
pyramid.
Zemwalt class ship looks
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
that thing's
giant
cool.
obelisk.
Yeah, that thing's fucking cool. I love that thing. It's a stealth destroyer, basically, and it was originally deemed a failure because, like, they never had the big gun built for it. They were gonna put a rail gun on it, and the other gun was gonna be like $1 million per shot, so they like canceled it. And then they had no gun on this ship for a while, and then recently they retrofitted it, and now it's got like new it's got a hypersonic missile, like a real hypersonic missile on it, not the one that Russia calls a hypersonic missile in China, you know. But yeah, so they did some interesting
There's
stuff.
a reason we don't use the term hypersonic because
Mhm.
we've already had the technology for so long. Because the definition of hypersonic is above a certain Mach speed, and most of our missiles
Yeah.
already do that. That's why we don't use the term hypersonics. It's just
And when
our missiles already do that.
about it, they're talking about like the entry phase or the terminal phase of the thing, which like anything can go hypersonic during the terminal phase when it's coming back down. The question is, can you like shoot at a hypersonic speed, or can you maneuver at a hypersonic speed, or can you fly at sea level at hypersonic speed? And that's another story.
It's kind of like the concept of horsepower with vehicles. Is like, yes, our new car has over 100 horsepower. It's like, yeah, most of our cars have over 100 horsepower.
I went
You
so
know what
far
I'm
at a
saying?
1,000 horsepower at an auto show. It was a Cadillac that I don't think anyone ever bought, and it had big ass front wheels, but it was a sedan.
Sorry for making you wait for so long, Nico. I apologize.
Okay, I'm getting you this now. Let's
All
see
right.
if this helps.
All right. Sorry, I realized I put you on hold for a bit too long.
Okay, let's go and give you this real quick so you can see it.
All right.
There we go. Okay, I'm gonna make that a little bit smaller because that is not gonna work with that much information. I'm gonna put half. I'm gonna put half in, and I'm gonna do the other half.
Are you just giving me a PDF?
No, it's basically the whole rundown of the ship.
Okay.
Let's see if that works. There we go.
Correction, it's not a PDF, it's a Word doc.
There's
Yeah, the
font.
Golden Fleet. Yep, I remember that name.
Yeah.
Sea lift ships, hospital ships, tankers, and tenders. Tankers and tenders.
Yep.
Tenders.
Yep. Chicken tenders.
Nope. I'm not familiar with that term. Shipyard modernization, FY 2027 request. Funds 18 Battle Force ships, 16 non-Battle Force ships in total. Yeah, non-Battle Force, so it's like the USS Mercy.
Yeah.
Trump class battleship, the BBGX.
I knew you would love that part.
Oh, dude, it should have just been like the BFGX.
That would definitely, you were still in that, like, forces, basically, that would be your vehicle. You'd be, like, on the
I would call it the
BBG.
I would call it the BFGS Pack X.
Is
The
he
big
ta- he's
fucking
talking
gunship.
Yeah, he's talking about that stupid. Yeah, I know what he's talking about. But it's like there were.
Displaced 35,000 tons. Okay. Holy fuck.
Yep, imagine,
840 to 880 feet in length.
imagine having to sweep that deck when you get in trouble with somebody in the like,
You
command.
shut your whore mouth. Oh my god, I remember having to clean out pad eyes on the flight deck. But at least the crew, yeah, that's like a standard destroyer worth of crew, 650 to 800.
Over that entire mast.
Missiles, CPS, hypersonics, slims. Okay. Oh, potential slims. Or SLCM, tech ends. Actually, I'm not familiar with the CPS or the what I'm calling slims right now. I'm familiar with RAM. Rolling airframe missiles. The railgun potential, or it's gonna have a 5-inch by 30 millimeters. Oh, the planned high energy laser, yeah. I mean, the thing is, the laser works. That's the thing. It works, but it takes fucking forever to charge.
Stay still, guys. Stay still. Stay right there. Don't move.
Oh, no.
Don't move.
What we need to do is we need to do like the anime moment cutaway before we fire it. Alright? That'll buy us the time. We need to do anime style cutaway.
You just hold up a giant screen and projector, and it's like, watch the advertisement for this commercial first before we end up getting back to you. You start playing some McDonald's ads.
What we got? A V-22. V-22. FDL.
I know about the none of these are actually been functionally made though, but they're in development.
Yeah.
Roll, strike, E2, and fleet quarterback. Okay, yeah. Fleet goal. Fleet goal? You're trying to get 20 to 25 of these shit? Goddamn!
You'll never get.
Oh, fuck.
They may have 3 by the end of the decade, but the problem is like
the lead ship will be the USS Defiant, the BBG TAC 1.
Yep.
BBG! BBG! So the X is a placeholder for a number.
Oh, okay. Do they have any BBW?
Because the ship I was on was an LCS TAC 1, which USS Freedom, that ship's now decommissioned. Another one I know is the LCS TAC 2 or LCS 2 Independent.
Oh, yeah, no, that one, yeah. LCS, that sounds like LCX. That would be a cool ship designation if you had an LCX.
I see what you're doing. But the weird thing is, typically the namesake of the class of ship, at least for the LCS program, the first of each variant, so LCS 1 and 2, were named after their specific designation. So LCS 1 was a Freedom class, so it was called the Freedom. LCS 2 was an Independence class, so it was called the Independence. Which is actually kind of interesting because the lead ship being the USS Defiant, BBG-1, as opposed to USS Trump, BBG-1.
Yeah.
So that could just be a quirk with the LCS program and how that went down.
Be a quirk with the administration.
Yeah, but none of these are actually fun.
Yeah, but I mean,
That's what a SLIM is. Surface Launch Cruise Missile Nuclear. Oh fuck. that is so casual. Just that delivery. Goddamn. Oh, yep, there we go. We got the Rams. CIWS launchers. Hell yeah, I know the Rams.
But none of them are usable yet, and I honestly...
The Ram is usable. The Ram launcher is something that is currently...
No. Bob, you're misunderstanding. The ships themselves, none of them are fungible at this moment. Like, none of them actually are on an actual...
They haven't started building them yet. They're still, like, right now...
Never doubt the power of American development. Unlike those cowards over in Europe, we make good shit.
Yes.
We design it, we sometimes build it. In fact, we be building shit, as HLC says, right, Bob?
We be building shit. We just be building shit.
Yeah, it's
like, are you building more shit? Yes, Beans on Toast, we're always building shit.
Yeah, the thing though, we could be doing something similar to this, but for our NASA program thing as well, for actually making a ship that's at this level for space.
Not to mention, we are the ones that make everyone's rule books nowadays. Not because we want to, it's because everyone's fucking clueless on warfare, except for those that are currently in conflict.
Yep. No, we have had too much peace in our society. It's actually created a problem for a lot of people. Like,
All right, you heard it here. Everybody, no, I'm kidding. Don't.
To be fair, there is a way around it, but people don't want to do it yet because it's going to take a while to get set up, and then people will be like crying because it will basically destroy the Olympics completely and remove it, and make a whole new cultural competition setup that actually makes more sense than the shitty one we have now, where we basically just go to another country and act like idiots, and then get our people arrested because of crimes they commit while they're over there.
What are you talking about?
The Olympics.
I was like, wait, where was the tangent going? I kind of phased out for a second there. I was like, what?
We sent over groups over to their countries for Olympics, and one of our players and athletes always end up either getting arrested for stealing or freaking in trouble for doing drugs.
well, yeah.
Oh, dude. I remember when we traded a fucking the arms dealer, the something of death, but dealer of death.
The merchant of death.
Yeah, the merchant of death. We traded him. I wanted
for man.
For a WNBA player who got in trouble in Russia for smoking weed in her apartment.
Yeah, but that was actually a trans person, I think.
No, that wasn't a trans.
No, that was a woman. Don't let the steroids confuse you, Nico.
And theirs do not result in their opinions are not of that of or chief views. Anyway, that chick is Sue hungry. Shut up.
Oh, okay. We should have started with that.
She wouldn't get anything from me. I'm legitimately.
I'm fucking poor. Here, I have a fucking nickel.
I'm thinking, but they can legitimately cause problems. You gotta watch that.
Yeah. Okay. That was the other thing. It's like, yeah, we create everybody's rule books nowadays because that's just the way things are. I mean, hell, you guys seen that meme of, hey, machine gun! It's a machine gun! And the German guy's like, oh, okay. And then he lets it rip on the 50. It's like, yeah, we train everybody too. It's just what we do. It's like we give weapon fam to other nations. Don't get me wrong, weapon fam is sometimes the best day you'll ever have. I fucking love range days.
Weapon fam?
Weapon familiarization.
Oh, fam.
Yep, they will teach you about the weapon system and the platform you are firing with before you use it. So
That
it's like,
sounds like
hey,
a waste of money. I think we should just toss people out into the war field and just tell them, figure it out. Like, there's nothing like survival, the great instinct of survival to get you figuring it out. Okay, jokes aside, no, that does sound good.
I'm about to say, what are you, a fucking Soviet? One man gets right, another man gets bullet. When men with rifle die, men with bullets picks up rifle. What, are we fucking Soviets?
No, actually, no, you're not even kidding me. Like, I watched a video of this guy who surrendered in Ukraine, and he was like, yeah, they gave me, the gun and this, and then they told me, all right, here's some training. They gave him, a day of, not even a day of training, and they're like, okay, go to that trench there and relieve that guy.
The first thing that comes to my mind is, make sure you ration the rounds. Do not overuse. You only get 6 rounds each. If you overuse them, you're screwed till tomorrow.
You know, if you're smart enough and you start scavenging the battlefield, you'll find half-exploded corpses from flying C4s.
It got hysterical how bad it got for World War II. But it's funny because Russia at one time was actually a military they had a military standard.
They had a standard before the fall of the royal family, and
it's almost like
Anastasia.
Yeah, it's almost like the Romanovs knew what they were doing, and everybody else that decided to take over were just jackasses that have no brain skills.
No, you know what it was? You know what it was?
You first one, but I definitely got some thoughts on that.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. Well, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I mean, I want to let you get your thought out. You sure?
Go ahead. Say what you're
Okay,
saying, man.
no, so basically what I was saying was that, yeah, the Romanovs, they had a great navy, but the Russo-Japanese War, you know, kind of started showing the cracks in their setup. But in particular, they were really bad with people, like the regular people. And I mean, commies, they're great at manipulating public opinion. They're not good with people, they're good at manipulating it. So, unfortunately, the Romanovs, they fucked up. Because if they just did a little schmoozing or, you know, cared about the needs of their people and soldiers and stuff, they could have
They did,
helped.
though. They actually did care about them. They cared about a lot of them. They actually did a lot of programs for them.
They did, but it was always considered something self. And at that point, you had a huge media. Go figure. You had
The media.
market.
The media.
That was legitimately designed purposely to fight against them. So they would give out. They would give out, like, for example, the Romanov girls would give out cookies. Trays of cookies to soldiers that were fighting in battle. And then they would go, you know, they're starving, but they give them out cookies. You know, it was shit like this. It was shit like that.
They literally did the same thing to the Romanovs that they tried to do to Trump before Trump even got power. It's crazy.
We're gonna sportball, Nico. We're not gonna.
No, Nico. No, just no. Don't trust the media. Go to independent sources like the Roach News Network.
Yeah, which is funny because he basically uses most of his stuff on that. But no, it's funny because
History repeats itself.
it is. Well, dude, I keep fucking saying that. This isn't new. None of this shit is
I know.
new.
After reading up on them and learning so much about the Romanovs, I feel really bad for them. They got the royal fucking screw job, man. Where's their brow?
They did. They actually did, and they got They were, dude. If the stories are true, like let's take.
Dude, the Romanovs were the most wholesome family out of all the royals that I've actually studied, even including like Windsors and everybody else.
No, what got me laughing about the Romanovs, apparently when they killed them, there were so many shots fired that the bodies at the time, they had a body count that was like, apparently some of the bullets bounced off all the jewelry and shit they had, that some of the girls were still alive and they walked up and shot them in the head. And I'm like, my God, like if there's any truth to that, like the body count, the way the story's portrayed, I'm like, oh my God, that is evil. Like, I mean, these kids were still alive and they shot them in the head.
They didn't want anybody that had a chance to have a reign to any kind of link to the throne. It was a psychotic mentality that came along with that era.
Oh yeah. There was no link to the throne. It was bloody. It was absolutely one of the most brutal. From what I've heard, it's the most brutal things I've ever heard from the stories. I don't know how truthful everything is. Again, it's all hearsay about how the deaths actually went down. But they did find the bodies eventually. And
Do you trust the Russians to produce proper media after what has happened? I don't.
Yeah.
I don't trust them at all. It's way too like dangerous for you to even like say anything there, anyways.
I mean, hell, the only reason you're going to get truthful bad things happening in China is from independent sources.
Yeah, I know, but like I said, it was even that Russia. You can't prove evidence that Russia, how much of their body count is actually a body count. It's some dark motherfucking shit. Like if you actually go into the Romanov stuff, like this idea that if you see the pictures of the Stalinistic stuff that happened back in the day, it's this glorious battle as the people rised up. No, legitimately, most of them had already stopped. Most of them had fled. Once the Romanovs were dead, it was like a lot of the military just fled. And those of nobility, if they could get the fuck out of the country, they got the fuck out of the country.
And then there was a whole attack on the Christians and the Jewish people that were there as well by the Stalinist army.
They wanted to remove the church, yeah.
Yeah.
They legitimately removed the church in a bad way.
That had to be one of the funniest moments in Death of Stalin. He's right here. Who invited him?
Yep. Oh yeah, they wanted. Yeah, the scary thing is they actually did fight. They fought enough to keep themselves alive in the thing. But like, I mean, You had a level of like this is why I always laugh at people that they have no understanding of what legitimately happened with the Stalinistic stuff. And if they understood it, they wouldn't be praising it like they do, man.
Yeah, especially with the Holodomor, which literally got no actual closure for it, since nobody wants to actually ever talk about that normally. It's one of the most covered up things, and they basically said, "Oh, everybody's dead. Doesn't matter anymore." When they
Well,
Yeah.
hold the less food, or they're gonna hold the more food away from you. I'm sorry, I always been trying to work on that joke for a decade.
Yeah, it was a bad joke, and for a decade you'll have to keep working on it, even if it's been a decade. Anyway, no.
Yeah, especially when they basically said.
Like it's another good one is Popot. Popot is always. I always love ramming Popot down people's throats. I will.
You're doing what to people's throats?
Yeah, you get the whole pie in there.
Right down their fucking throat. Fucking.
I love eating at
What's a Pol Pot?
The Pol Pot is a place with Hot Pot, and they do delivery in my area now. But yeah, I love eating at Pol Pot. Oh, it's Hot Pot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. Pol Pot is a famous.
Dictator, I
That's
think.
Cambodia. That's the Cambodian communist leader, and that's all I'm gonna say. It is the most biggest nightmare fuel shit you will ever hear. Him and his stuff is the most nightmare shit. It's like the prisons that they created, man. They were like literally. They had what they called they called it the I think it was the basil tree or the betel tree. Basically, it was a tree where they would take mothers, and after giving birth, they brought the babies to this nice little tree, and they gave them chocolate and ice cream, and yeah, and that's all I'm gonna say. They didn't take a unfortunately grab them and use them as a you bash them up against the tree. No, that never happened.
Oh, whatever. I got it.
Communism. Do.
Yep, they're just figing around.
Yeah, the babies were just hanging around, literally.
I know.
They were only brutal because of you imperialists. If you imperialists were nicer to them and didn't have sanctions, they wouldn't have to be. Kim wouldn't have to be so mean to his people if you imperialists weren't so sanctioning something like that. I don't know.
You know what the thing is though? They always were children of battle. They never turned away from it. They held their belief in it.
No, it's scary. It's absolutely terrifying when you do the research on some of these entities. And I've even said to some people, I'm like, if you only knew how bad some of these creatures are, man. I'm like,
It makes you wonder with exorcism and all that, how many demons are still like walking around, and how many of them are actually like fully taken over by it.
a lot apparently from what I've seen, which is annoying.
You guys said exorcism is up lately, right? Like more than ever?
Yeah, you gotta do the mass exorcisms. You gotta have the holy water, like grenades. You get some holy water, throw it in there, and then you
Nico,
power of Christ ability.
we are not doing CG pastor stuff, all right? We don't need them to get in another fucking private jet. Fuck that.
Oh no! We're talking about high-level exorcism stuff.
You're the one who knows about the ley line.
We gotta get.
I do.
We gotta get the worksheet to do
Every Nico, I'm already doing my exorcism. It's called playing video games online and letting you talk. That's internet exorcism right there.
Very good one.
The power of stupid compels you. The power of autism compels you. There we go. I've done my part for today.
Bless this holy quarter.
Yeah, I bless this holy video game as I play through it.
That one went over your head a little bit. The bless the holy quarter, the arcade joke.
I did get it. I was just like making a counter at the little Okay, this shit. I remember this. Okay. No, I got you, D. Oh shit. Okay, got it. This one. I hate this one. So no, other than like that, we've had some fun with the, I don't know what to say about the internet stuff. The internet, like I said, the idea of the Stalin stuff has always made me chuckle as a human being. It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
They like to kiss his ass. They can't help themselves. They grew up with this whole new thing, and then they believe that that's the way. Instead of understanding that the way was not the same
The
thing.
same reason, like, if you understand yoga, for example, like anybody who's actually knows yoga.
Wholesome?
No, yoga itself.
Yoga. Sorry.
Yoga.
The Master Yoga?
Yeah, Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Yoga has an interesting backstory. If he comes and says, "Do you know how much assault happened in yoga? Like yoga's one of those perverted, like the things that happened in yoga, and it's never
There's
ever."
a reason they have thirst traps.
The whole point,
Yoga pants. All right, come on now.
to be honest with you, the whole point of yoga is for guys with man buns to basically have affairs with people's wives. That's the whole point of it. Is there no other point?
It's like, hey dear, here's my yoga teacher. Hello, sir. I'm Johnny Sins. No. No.
95% of it is literally just guys trying to get with women. That's all it is. It's just come on.
Some of that actually is legit, like, but we also have the arrogance of women. I still love the where it's like, hey, look at that cake, and the chick's like, excuse me, and he's like walks by and there's a guy with a cake, and she's like, oh, I love those. I love those things because it shows how arrogant humans are. It's like, wow. Like, and she and this girl chases him. What the hell? She's like fucking frothing at the bits.
Dude, another one I liked was, for you, and the guy's holding like a rose or something for you, and she's like, I have a boyfriend. No, not for you, for him.
I love that one too. That one is fucking great. That one is great, boys.
Isn't that what happened with the Spider-Man meme too? They gave one of the guys Spider-Man thing, like a rose and what was it, a little note saying "keep up the good work" or something like that.
Not that I know of.
No. This was a there's this guy. There's this guy that goes around Beverly Hills, and he's basically trolling people in Beverly Hills.
It's the troll turns into rage phase because I'll be honest with you. If it's that easy, fuck, maybe we ought to get a camera and, I don't know, go down to Dairy Queen, pick up a cake, and try it out. I mean, hey, Nico, you want to do that? For an outing?
Maybe if you guys come over that session, maybe we'll go meet.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
I wear the full wizard outfit for that.
Oh, dude. Another one I liked was, this one was really wholesome. It was like, you got this couple walking a dog, and the person's like, oh, can I pet him? And they're like, oh, yeah. And then, like, pats the guy on the shoulder. It's like, all right, thank you.
Oh, shit, that's good.
See, I like wholesome baits like that.
Yeah, the cake one was good. The cake one was still my favorite. That was one of my favorite, just because I want women just losing their shit. And when they realize, it's like, yeah, oh, it's banana cream? Oh, that's a good cake. And it's like, the chick just walks off embarrassed. I'm like, yes, no, but you are not that important. Stop trying to think you are.
Yeah, stop trying to think you're more than what you are. All right, look, we're all just people here.
Yeah, but I thought that was great. That was one of the more funnier moments in that, because it's like. By the way, this game has amazing, like. Even though I can't 100% play this well because this controller is a little ass, I mean, goddamn, this is a great game.
I think the part that I really enjoy the most is how distraught some of them be. They try to backpedal. They're like, no, No, he was. I swear he was.
Yep. Yep. I know, it's like, you can't, like, the
You can't
rose
double
thing-
down. You already been caught. All right, you can't double down.
Like, if I heard someone say, hey, look at this cake, and I'm walking with my girlfriend, I'm not going to war with that. I'm going to look around and go, okay, what's going on here? Oh, okay, some girl with cake.
Well, it's also
Great.
because your BMI is over 1,000, but that's understandable.
No, I wouldn't.
To be fair, if it was Bob that said it, then you know probably was talking about you.
Oh, damn! Oh, damn. Friendly fire isn't.
Yeah. Sorry, Bob.
No, that was good. That was like rock, paper, scissors over here. I attacked the chief, you attacked me.
Works.
That was beautiful. I loved it.
So good.
Yeah, but no, it's funny though. Like I do technically, like I said, I'm not going to war over someone's silliness. Like if they handed my girlfriend a rose, I'm not gonna kiss her. I'm like, oh, that's nice, thanks.
Rose, is that like in World War I when they put white flowers on men's chests to shame them for not going to the meat grinder?
Well, first of all, it was
What?
never white roses. It was poppy. You know.
Yep.
They get photos. That's great.
I will give him half credit for at least, naming a flower.
Yeah. I wouldn't give him any credit for that. But by the way, war was never done so nice. War was
What is it good for?
No, not that song. Not that song.
Oh.
Fuck off. Fodder. Cannon fodder. War was never done so good. I got.
Oh, I'm about to say, if you want to be a war pig, I also know this fantastic track called Napalm Sticks to Kids. Absolute classic.
I've heard that a couple times.
The first thing that comes to mind when I hear that is literally all of the teenagers and younger kids that were playing Halo back in Halo 2 days. And they were going crazy with it.
Oh no, this is like a podunk
grenade.
song. This was like something in the 60s and 70s that a guy sung with like a fucking banjo.
The other one that comes to mind is in Modern Warfare 2, there's a scene in it, or I think if I remember correctly, where you throw this little like cloth that's like extremely like, I guess you would say it's very, very sticky as well. It sticks onto the side of the tanks when you go and hit them with it.
Oh, you're talking about that thing.
Yeah. It's like a Semtex, but it's different.
Semtex is the plastic.
Like the plasma grenades that
Yeah.
stick things.
Yeah, but it's older. It's like a cloth kind of thing that sticks onto the side of vehicles. Inside,
I know what you're talking about. It's
Like a
let
Claymore.
me guess. It's cone shape, isn't it?
Yeah. And it basically snaps onto it, and it just goes off in a couple seconds. You to be out of the area before it goes
Is
off.
that, anyone curious why it has that cone shape?
Why? I know why. It's a shape of it. Can I say?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a shape charge. No.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you half credit. Can you give me the details of why it's shaped like that to be a shape charge?
Well, it directs the blast force in a cone, I think, and they use these in cutting charges sometimes, but in this case, it seems a bit like the shape charge on an RPG, or you ever see the Japanese one where they put an RPG on the end of a stick and the poor guy has to go up to the tank?
Well, it wouldn't be an RPG. It's a shaped charge on the end of a stick. Yeah, RPG is rocket-propelled grenade.
But I believe it actually liquefies copper, so it gets through the hole, and then the liquefied copper splatters all over whoever's inside.
Bingo! You get full credit, sir. It's because there's a cone of copper. Whenever it goes off, it forms a needle. That needle punches through. It's roughly the same. Yeah, sorry, I just have fascination with explosives.
Cool.
It's roughly the same thing that we have with underwater mines, but instead of it being a copper cone inverting on itself, it is a water bubble or an impulse wave that inverts on itself and creates something called a hydrodynamic needle? Hydro something needle. I think it's hydrodynamic. Either way, it's a bubble shape, and then as more air is being pushed to the surface, it inverts on itself. The bottom part pushes upwards, and it effectively forms a needle. That's what split shifts. Because all that force being put on a single point, that's how you rip a ship hole in half.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah, ow, indeed.
That's actually shown in the other one too, in Izetta a little bit.
So
But-
Gravity Circuit, we just defeated the last boss, boys.
But you have earned my respect, Jay. I appreciate your knowledge. Yes, someone else that knows.
Whew.
I'm about to look out, Chief, before you know it. The entire war tribe will know how to put explosives on fortifications.
Okay, that's great.
We'll finally get through that dwarven hold.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the thing. Get me straight, DJ. Now explain the Jupiter bomb.
Is that? I don't know if I'm familiar with the Jupiter bomb. Is that literally
That's the black hole bomb. That's basically they take a planet from. I think that was Guardian. I think that wasn't.
Oh, it doesn't exist. Okay, never
in
mind.
Foundation? In Foundation, they built the Novacula, I think it's called. It was freaking cool, man. There's like a clip on YouTube of Father Day or Father Night, Father Dust. And he goes to this guy, he's like a weapons builder, and he builds this beautiful weapon. It's tremendous, and it shoots a black hole at a planet. It devastates the surface, and then the planet becomes a black hole. So then the guy goes, "Tell me, is everything that was there now gone?" And the guy's like, "Nothing's gone, but it is forever changed."
Yeah. That was his way of doing it. He turned. He basically took He took a device that didn't wrap around you. It's huge. It's almost as big as Jupiter. They took a bunch of asteroids, create a black thing that basically shrank Jupiter down, combusted it all the way down to like a certain point, and then put it in the center of a giant bomb. And this giant bomb was think about which franchise was that? I can't remember what anime that was from. It's not Harlock.
I don't know, but after that, the Earth doesn't have any asteroid defense. I mean, I guess they have spaceships, but Jupiter kind of protects us.
Yeah.
But I don't know what. That sounds cool.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So it's
What's it, a mech anime?
yeah, it was a mech anime. I just can't remember the name of the mech anime. It's not a mech anime. It's a one of those space operas. That wasn't. Was that Guardians of the Heroes of the Galaxy or whatever they're called? Or
Well, Legends of the Galactic Heroes had a ship, had the Istalone Fortress and Gearsburg Fortress, but those were made out of looked like mercury, liquid metal, and they had a weapon called Thor's Hammer, which is basically a lightning cannon that would destroy entire fleets.
Yeah,
the closest thing that ever happened like that I know of from an anime or show, or specifically a space opera, Space Battleship Yamato forced a star where the Gamelan fleet was amassed for an announcement and caused it to go super critical with the pulse cannon or whatever the fuck that thing was. It was like
The wave motion cannon or the wave
motion
cannon.
Yeah, wave motion cannon. It caused the giant, whatever the fuck that was. I think it was a star that was about to go super critical, and just sped up the process, and then it became like a giga black hole or some shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's some weird ones. There's some weird ones. I can't remember the name of it though. There's a couple. Of them.
Okay, so the name of that anime you're thinking of, Chief, is Gunbuster.
Was it Gunbuster? I'll take your word for it, Nico. It doesn't sound right to me, but okay. Well, I'm being honest. That doesn't sound like the right anime. Gunbuster's I remember it was a stupid idea for it was one of the most retarded weapons. I just remember
It was an Gundam anime with time travel and stuff.
Yeah, that's why I'm not sure if that was the anime. That's why It's one of the sillier endings. One of my favorite. It was an interesting. Like I only know of remembering some of these because of like YouTube is now thanks to AI. The AI machines are now reminding me of the anime that once existed. That is not a joke. It's literally because of Animu. They actually create like now these like AIs are like in this anime the character does this and he has this power, and that way he unlocks the special item that exists that is this, and only this existed because of this. And it's like
I'll be real with you, is the AI wrong? Because most anime ends up becoming that when you strip it down to bare bones.
well that could be any show for fuck's sake at that point.
Yeah. I was like, it ain't wrong. It's just cold.
In this episode, Buffy the Vampire Slayer does something.
Slade a vampire. In this episode of Pokemon, 2 Pokemon fought.
Yep. In this episode of Pokemon, someone actually mistook this Pokemon for another person.
Yep.
In this episode of War Chief Reviews, the Chief regrets his life decisions.
In this episode of Riverdale, we have all of these teenagers that don't know what they're doing, but are just running around screaming their heads
This
off.
episode of Riverdale. What the fuck? That's an episode of Riverdale, Nico. Come on, be honest.
Okay, the new episode of Riverdale is...
World.
Yeah, it's just them eating hamburgers.
Insane. Riverdale is fucking insane. For the not seen Riverdale.
Are we talking like Hitchhikers level insane?
Hitchhikers is surprisingly reasonable compared to this.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I mean the classic comics, not the actual like series that came after.
The WB series Riverdale is one of the most insane things I have ever seen in a series. That is not a joke. That's not me like, no, legitimately, what in the fuck? This is a series where out of nowhere, they give characters superpowers out of nowhere. They all get magical super bullshit powers, and then they lose their magical bullshit powers, and then an angel shows up, and then Satan shows up to Riverdale. I mean, it's weird. And then they end up in the past somehow, and then they end up in an ultra reality, and then they don't end up in an ultra reality, and they're all in the same reality. And then what's her face, the teenage witch shows up. It is really wild.
So it's literally the idea of somebody that loves all of the old Power Rangers deciding, let's go ahead and let's add all these guys in for these crossovers, man. That kind of mentality.
It is weird. Like I'm not gonna lie, I understand why women liked it. There were some buffed out guys in that series. Like,
To be fair,
Chads.
they did take a lot of their script writing from C to make sure that it made the whole teen thing fit perfectly. Something that they wanted their franchises.
It's not the same guys who worked on. Like I know people liked Supernatural. That was another super popular show.
The same thing with Smallville had the same kind of like crowd around it because of the guy that played Superman had a big following. Same thing with the Arrow and
there was that weird horny girl watching. It was girls watching it. Most men stopped watching. That was a little series where I remember like a lot of guys just kind of disappeared from the Smallville-verse.
Yeah, because it basically was just women's kind of like fancy with all of it.
Oh yeah. Like there's a reason why the guy from Smallville had his shirt off for a lot of stuff. I'm like, come on guys, we all know why. It's not because men want to see Superman shirtless. Because men really they want to see Wonder Woman shirtless, but that's rather.
Yep. To be fair,
Sorry.
the one that would be more so interesting would be Black Canary, but that's different.
Yeah. Well, then you had the crazy. You had the weird crazy bitch that ended up in a cult. That was interesting. That was weird.
Yep.
He ended up in a sex cult. Who thought like you'd have a series from WB end up. How does this series kind of talk itself? It's like, oh yeah, there's a sex cult that's how this known for a sex cult.
She's supposed to be in the watchtower, and she was not on the watch. She was watching the wrong things.
Yeah, she ended up in a weird sex cult. It's fucking craziest thing. Yeah, no, it's wild if you like the stuff that happened with that franchise. That franchise is one of the.
I will say the only part of that series that was actually cool was Cyborg ended up looking badass in that series.
Yeah, but then they threw them in the Teen Titans, but that Teen Titans it sucked.
Yeah, the Teen Titans Tower sucked badly. It was trash.
It was trash. Yep, Teen Titans was.
A giant T. Oh, I wonder where the Teen Titans are.
Yeah. Lex Luthor decided one day, if I just bulldoze it while they're all up there, they would just fall over to one side. This would be good. I should do this. Wait, I have money. Why am I doing this? Why do I care?
No, the Teen Titans ended up being a freaking interesting variable in the series. All right, so let's kick some ass. Let's just.
I will say that the Arthur Curry character made me laugh my ass off because it made him look a lot worse than he's supposed to be. It made him look like a lot more nerfed.
Yeah. But no, I think it's like I said. There's another series that was kind of insane. Was not the Teen Titans. It was the. Was it the Teen Titans? It was the. What was it called? Happily Ever After. It was like all the Disney characters, like all these fantasy characters, were living in a small town from like storybooks and shit, like Snow White and all this shit. I remember because it was so stupid.
It was a follow-up where basically all of the kids of the villains were now friends with the daughters of the kids of the heroes, and they had a makeshift crew of all this whole like hodgepodge.
Yeah, you're talking about. I know which one you're talking about. That was. No, I'm talking about the other one. I'm talking about the one where the main character. You're talking about Descendants. I'm talking about the actual show. It was from the creators of the. What's the name of the show? From the guys who created the Grimm franchise.
Yeah, there's another. Wait, is that the one I'm thinking of? That the other one? There's a quest that they had to do.
You're thinking of Descendants. That's what you're thinking.
No. That was one of them, but there was another one that came to mind, which was a bunch of Grimm fairy tale characters get together, and they have to go and basically protect one of these items that went missing. That's from the lore of their history, basically. And then supposedly one of the villains took it from the past.
Yeah, I don't know what. I vaguely remember it. It just it ended up fail whale. Like, I remember people being like, there we go. Fuck. What was the name of the franchise now? Shit, my brain won't let me try to comprehend that one. It was the main character was Snow White for a while, and then they had Elsa show up, and it was like Enchanted. That was the name of the show. The franchise was called Enchanted. I remember the name of the show now. It was called Enchanted. So it was a weird kind of sideshow that kind of had a weird. It's always like this, like they were somewhat Disney characters. Basically, they had Mulan show up. Captain Hook was in it. They would add a new fantasy character every season. And it was like this weird cast of shit. It first started off with like Snow White and Prince Charming. I vaguely know it. Bob never watched TV, so he has no idea what the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're right. I'm thinking Grandpa needs to take his meds.
No, Grandpa's fine. You just gotta watch. You just got to enjoy the weirdness that is our society.
Grandpa Buff.
No, Grandpa Buff has all his stuff together. This guy, I don't know. Granted, the more I think about it, is like the stories this old man tells me. You sound like you grew up in Carcer City. I ain't gonna lie.
A little bit.
Are you guys familiar with Carcer City? The other guys here.
No, a little bit.
DJ.
I don't know. Carson City is in Nevada?
I don't know the exact location, but it was the name of a city in Manhunt. And the thing about Manhunt is it actually exists in the GTA universe. Like, it is there. You go to Carson City if you are in the GTA universe.
Yeah, I think it's GTA. Is it GTA Online that has Carcer City, or is it somewhere else?
But you can't physically go there. But in GTA 5, you know the guy in the business suit who looks a little more clean cut? That guy, apparently his first gig he ever did was a place he robbed for $10,000 that was just outside of Carcer City. And that line alone confirms that Carcer City Manhunt exists in GTA.
Well, Bulwark exists in GTA as well. Like, they actually reference, they reference it. There's like a side off reference that someone actually. But I don't know. The Manhunt universe is weird because they kind of shifted it as like the franchise went. Because if you count the second game's all over the place. That's the problem.
It was just interesting trying to draw that line as like, you know, you sound like you grew up in Carcer City. It would explain a lot.
I mean, we you know, wasn't that long ago we had a drug deal go bad and like a bunch of kids got murdered. Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Yeah, you lived in Carson City.
Like there was some fucking Jesus fuck when I found out what, like, yeah, no, we had a police standoff that lasted 3 days. Hey, continue. No, it gets I don't know what to say. The city gets fucked sometimes. I don't know what else to say. It's just like sometimes I'll check the news. I'm like, that happened. I'll be like, okay. I'm happy I never go out. Stay home. Stay home. Nothing like a person murdering 3 people in their apartment building for like, and it took like 2 days for the police to find them. I'm gonna stay home. I don't need to go out. I don't want to go outside. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Ay. It's not that bad, like, you know, but it does. We do get some stupid crime up here. Is it like Winnipeg has some weirder, like, there's stuff that the stories I've heard come out of Winnipeg that most people don't know about, or the insanity that happens with Toronto is, I could tell you stories about that make your head spin, some of the weird fucked up shit that happened there. But no, like anybody, if you live in like New York, for example, like, I guarantee you there's probably some insane wild stories that come out of New York and no one knows about it, because if you're not in that area, you just wouldn't know.
Well, it depends. I remember during Hurricane Sandy, there were people going around the neighborhoods that had power outages 2 weeks on end, trying to loot. Yeah, but generally speaking, upstate New York, I can imagine things I've never heard.
Yeah. And I've heard stories of, like, you got rich people living in these posh little apartments and they're right next to fucking ghettos. And I'm like, I can only imagine the weird shit that happens. Like New York living. A friend of mine showed me their New York living, You can't even like that. The apartment's so goddamn fucking small. Like he actually opens his window when he was living in New York and going, "Hey, delivery guy, right here," and they'd have to just hand the food through the bars. I remember that story where he lived in the basement. All you could see was this little bit of light. Like it was funny because he had to actually, he was like all graded up, and he lives in like, and when it rained, he actually couldn't open his door because if he opened up his door, the water would rise, and so the water would get in. So he'd have to keep his door closed, and he had everything on blocks because he was worried about shit getting shut down.
Oh my god, it's brutal. Yeah, I can picture that. But yeah, you know, Lower Manhattan is basically built on landfill. After September 11th, they had a real concern that the bathtub was going to breach, and that would have flooded Lower Manhattan. But that wasn't until Hurricane Sandy when we had rivers going into the Battery Tunnel.
Yeah, I've heard stories. I just don't know lots. Like I've only had one real friend that lived actually in New York, and he says that like where he was living is funny. It was expensive to live there, but where he was living, it was like you would enter into the city, enter into his place. You'd have to unlock a gate, walk down a flight of stairs, unlock another gate, walk for like 5 feet, and it was like a little open air, like dungeon area. And then you'd walk in, and that's where his house was. And then right next to his house, you could look inside, and you could see the grate, and you could actually open up the window and go, "Hey!" and have the guy drop the pizza down when he ordered food. Like it was really wild how he lived and the insanity of that location. And like I said, the walk. He said it scared the fuck out of him every time it rained really bad. If it rained for longer than like 4 hours, he like start getting nervous.
Yeah.
I don't know much about New York, but he's told me stories.
I mean, he lived in New York proper, or he lived in Manhattan, or did he live in one of the boroughs like Brooklyn?
I think it was New York. I think it was New York proper, actually. Like I think it was Manhattan, because he lived in one of these. He lived in one of those big. I don't know if that's New York proper. He lived in one of those like big super apartments, but he was like one of those super old ones.
Oh yeah, he could have been uptown for all I know, but you know, you got like the projects as they call them, you know.
I don't know. Like I said, don't ask me. I'm not 100% sure on like where you live because it's like I don't know 100% where you live, and it's just how it is, right? Like I just know he's telling me stories.
Yeah, and I dig it. Yeah, my borough of Staten Island, we got some projects nearby. You know, the ghetto as they call it. But what I didn't know, my friend went there to buy weed many years ago. He told me how the elevator works. It's like a door. You open a normal door, and then like the elevator is like you got to hit the button, and then I think the door unlocks when the elevator comes. But it was like super sketchy. It felt. I guess they used the lowest cost elevator in the project.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's some crazy places. Like there's a reason why we make the joke that this is why I've always said the biggest problem Toronto's ever had. It wants to be New York. It wants to be New York. Toronto's biggest thing is that fucker wants to be New York so bad. The problem is it's what?
It'd be Brooklyn.
No. Toronto wants to be a lot like it wants to be New York. It needs to be New York. The problem.
Well, they got the Chinatown thing figured out, right? They got a Chinatown. I mean, it's Canada.
It's not Chinatown. It's not Chinatown. So it all depends on what part of Toronto.
All of it.
No, it actually isn't that bad. I would, I can't deny. I won't give Toronto bad graces for what it is. But no, the weirdness of Toronto was like some of the silliness I saw with that. But no, they really do want to be New York. Like they got like these nice little suburbs out in the middle of fucking nowhere, and then you get the boroughs, then you get these big dilapidated apartments. Like when I spent time there, it was kind of silly. It was I just remember laughing because I remember like some of the silly shit people were like. You would go into like one apartment. You literally could go 2 blocks. Block 1, nice apartment, beautiful apartment. You'll never like one of these top tier richie apartments. Next place you go to, it's just a shithole. It's just like graffiti everywhere. And it's like right next to each other. And there's like there was underground places you could go in Toronto that are just like there were people living in the undergrounds, like in the and they were catching them constantly. It was kind of a weird thing that was going on with that city. That city had some weird drama. It's not like the weird like rat people. You don't get that. You didn't get that in New York. But,
Wait, they had rat people?
New York has rat people. They're called mole people. They legitimately fuck those were a real thing, Bob. Yeah. They were living real.
I want to do urban splunking under Grand Central.
Have you ever seen the rat people there, DJ? They still
No, I always wanted to go off. Like, you know when you're on the subway and you get to the end of the platform, there's a little staircase that takes you down to the railways. I've never been adventurous enough to go there, but now I'm a city employee, so I'm afraid that if I get arrested for trespassing, that I'd have to deal with some issues. So I'm not as adventurous as I was in my youth. But I used to go to the old Seaview Hospital. You ever hear of that?
No, never heard of that. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, they had a sanatorium there. They had a place called Farm Colony where like people who were institutionalized could like kind of run a little farm. And it's a series of abandoned buildings on Staten Island that you can still go to. We used to have bonfires in the big building, the sanatorium, and party there.
Okay.
We filmed a movie there called Bum Hunter too, but there were no real bums in it. We just acted like bums and then like had a guy dressed like the crocodile hunter go around in a Boy Scout uniform.
No, I ran into some silly shit with stuff, but we haven't had we don't have like those level of ghettos. We just have like we'll have parts of town that are really bad. That's about it. But like New York is a like, you know, my friend called it the hive, the place of villainy or something like that. How he refers to New York. It's like I don't think
Summon villainy.
that's what it was. That's what a friend of mine called
You
it.
won't find a place of worse, more coming. Yeah, I can't remember Obi-Wan's quote, but you got it, Bob.
Oh yeah.
I heard that's more of a Manhattan thing. Apparently, there's certain places that are just like they're just bad, and people just stay away from them.
I mean, hell, that's like a comic book quote. I've summon villainy.
Yeah.
Ronnie,
Basically, if you... Go ours. I apologize. I said go Oris, go Oris. I didn't mean no. I meant go.
should I say it one more time in case you didn't hear me? Or...
Yeah, we didn't hear you. We just heard silence. Go ahead.
Okay, Ronnie, use the force.
Use the force.
Okay.
Use the force, or
Yeah.
But if you ever get caught walking north of 90th Street, a cop will either assume you're up to no good or help you point you in the right direction.
Away from that place. Okay, I get you. Is Logan running right now or no?
Need to find you someone, or
No. I'm seeing if someone, because I might just. We're gonna keep, yeah, we're keeping an eye on it. I was gonna do a live. I was gonna set up the not Logan. I was gonna set up with the guy that does the what's his name there? Truth Seekers. I'm gonna send somebody up there and have his because he's doing something on Wilcox today. His favorite topic. Fuck Wilcox.
I heard something about cops. You have my info.
Wilcox is a famous, he's well known for being a scammer. He's quite notorious for scamming. He was on the Ancient Aliens back in the day when they did that show. Well, that's just keep going.
Wait, is that the guy with like the frazzled hair? With the
No, that's
aliens meme?
No, I can't. I don't know. That's not Wilcox. That's somebody else. That's a guy who basically created a book career off that shit. Yeah. That guy created the book career that he has. Yeah, I don't know his name though, but yeah, no, that's that guy. Yeah, he created one hell of a book career with him. Shit. Ow.
That's what will be done.
Yeah. He's a pretty fucking prick of a human being, some of the stuff he said and done. He likes to, he's lied about stuff, he sold people a scam. Apparently he's created a program that's going to create create flying vehicles. He's got quite a rep.
It's like Bob Lazar or some shit. Bob Lazar had the fucking Corvette that ran on hydrogen. That was cool, but other than that, I don't trust the guy.
Oh, Bob Lazar, yeah, one of the more notorious fake fraudsters from the franchises of that stuff. And yeah, I'm not a fan of him either. I'm an avid believer of, if I hear someone talk about Aleister Crowley in a positive light, I'm like, you're full of shit, aren't you? I'm not a fan of anybody who believes that guy actually accomplished anything but being a scam artist. He was a pervert that made that got his rocks off. That's all he was.
Sounds like Fred Flintstone.
Oh, good old Fred Flintstone.
But when I want to get my rocks off, you're nowhere to be found, you passive aggressive. You ever see the Family Guy scene where he quotes Wilma passive aggressive B word?
Yeah. You know, I'm actually surprised Family Guy's still around. I know they keep giving him a lot of money. That's the only reason that kind of exists still. But
They're making new seasons for that?
Oh yeah, it's still going. Still going strong.
Oh my god. I gave up on Simpsons years ago.
Simpsons too. Same here. I kind of gave up on the Simpsons.
Yeah, Simpletons is kind of one of those shows.
I mean, I miss the Simpsons. I remember when the Simpsons used to be awesome.
It just became a bludgeoning tool for politics. It's not even really a show anymore.
What do you guys think about the Simpsons predictions?
What's that?
You know, when like the Simpsons prophesize some future event and then it happens in real life?
You know what the funny part about that is?
Well, that's great. The clock is right half the time, I guess would be the best way to put it, you know?
Let's go with that.
The best part about that is they desperately wanted to make things happen, and one of the ones they put on there that came into a situation where it basically was never going to come true was they put Trump's name on a gravestone just for the sake of it, trying to push it into reality.
That's the problem.
I don't know him called that one, but yeah, okay.
But like, you know, usually some of them are very, what do you call it? Like, you know, they don't directly predict it. Sometimes it's just like, okay, here's a newspaper cover that has the date of an event on it, but it has like nothing to do with like the actual thing. And other times they make a more spot on like reference and then it comes true. But even then it's like, you know, like you say, a broken clock's right half the time. The other half of the time you can fish and find something that's similar enough.
Yeah, it's a weird conspiracy, but like I said, you're gonna predict future events. You're gonna have future events happen. That's just kind of how life works, right, boys? Like, you know, you can get lucky. Like South Park's also predicted the future a couple times. You know, like people have they have predicted the future on several occasions. So it's just like they're kind of like you know, stupid stuff, but they still do it, you know? So it all depends on what you believe. Like, I know another one was Seinfeld predicted the future on a couple things. Like, that one too. Like, I've heard it a couple times. So I'm not too sure on that one. I think Seinfeld's the one I find the most interesting on that one because there's been some weird predictions of futures. Yeah, because wasn't there like Seinfeld predicted the the two towers falling or something like that? I remember that conspiracy from a while ago.
Well, that one's easy because that was cursed around 1993.
Yeah, you remember a lot of the time it's background stuff too. They go and grab information from load that in pools.
I know that the AI thing got I know the AI thing got interesting with this too.
I think the funniest thing that came out of the AI thing is all of the people that are in different religious groups all have their own little like chaos theory about the AI taking over, but the reality is way less scarier than people actually understand. It's just a little tool. It's nothing more. Once you take it as the full value of it, it can be basically just a tool that you work with. It doesn't have to actually take over jobs, because that's the stupid thing about these companies. They're using it for the wrong reasons and using it in the wrong way.
Well, I already like that we've had several AI scams.
Yeah.
Like the most interesting one I've had, the most interesting scams were like they had there's a big AI. They had already had the big scam where a guy said he made billions of dollars on AI, and used AI program to do it, which is not true. He didn't. He just basically, sold people the lie that he did.
Yeah.
And that is fucking brilliant. Like, and it worked. It worked. The fuckers believed it. Fuckers believed that
I think there's another one that's very funny too. It's the AI scam where they have literally people sitting on the chat line in the chat room, and they have 4 or 5 guys pretending to be this one AI bot, sending responses at all hours to pretend they're the AI to sell the company as a very high functioning AI.
No, that's not bad. It was something else. There's a couple things. I think you're talking about the China thing, but no. The one I'm talking about is a muscle workout thing. And apparently, 90% of everything that the AI apparently suggested was basically game stuff that, like, programs and things that existed since the 80s. So it's like, oh, so this is full of shit. This is complete lie. And they sold it as like super weight. Like, oh, this is how you lose the weight and all this other fun jazz. I'm like, yeah, this is a fake. And boy, did they played people, man.
All you have to do to lose weight, watch Sweat into the Oldies, and then you'll lose the weight pretty fast because it will run away from you.
No, I can't remember what it was that they actually legitimately said, but it was like it was so silly. I remember laughing because I'm like, shoot, that is actually kind of silly that they actually told people this. And they told them, and they're like, yeah, here's how it works, and they did it. And it's like, people did it, and people thought it was something.
Do you mean the vibrational, like, garment thing that people would wear, and it would shake their belly?
No, not that. That actually, that still exists. No, they were basically using, I can't remember the name of the weight training company or what they were using, but it was rather funny that they actually got,
it's like a corset shaker.
No, it wasn't a corset shaker. I can't remember the name of the program, but the program made me laugh. I was like, wait. And it was like, and they made $1 billion, and it was like a fake. It was functionally a fake program. How it was actually like, no, the program was actually fake. They were basically using something from a book. This had nothing to do with AI at all. And this was $1 billion. And they made $1 billion. People backing this fake program.
You too can use Harry Potter's magical weight loss pill.
Yep. Apparently.
What was it? Snape's magic bottle of what's it called? Cortisone be gone.
No comment on that one. No. Couple. It's simple shit too. It's like, it's really simple from what like a buddy of mine was talking about. It's like, work out more, eat a little less, and put more effort, and actually do some weights, and actually go out and walk. That was it. That was his weight loss program, and it worked perfect. So you don't need like $1,000 programs, you know, like you could do all this really cheaply.
Yeah, but they're gonna lose all the Karen's money that they're getting really handed over to them from Weight Watchers and Tops and all these other companies.
That's the thing. This company literally sold itself on the idea that you legitimately use the program to actually be paid. It's a funny little trick, but no. And they use you use AI. It's like no, a lot of everything they were suggesting was like legit from an actual like weight loss thing. So it was like
Just like that one guy, the Atkins guy, that died from a heart attack because he still had the weight problem.
Yeah. And then there's the guy who did like I don't know, like I've heard some interesting programs. We'll see what happens. Like I said, then there was the guy who did the what was his name now? Not the Nazi. The something king, Liver King.
The Liver King.
Yeah, Liver King.
Yeah, I remember that guy. I remember that bullshit, and that made me chuckle.
Yep. He tried to make all of the carbohydrates his peasants.
Yeah. And it's funny because it's like, oh yeah, I don't use steroids, guys. I'm only in my late 50s, and I'm fucking built like fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's what they want you to believe.
Oh, like I've had
there's been a recent thing of underage steroids.
Yeah, which isn't good for you, like.
Yeah, not at all. It's like there have been stories of 13-year-olds on steroids, and I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
They really want to win the Little League game.
And they say body dysmorphia for men doesn't exist. It's like, no, it exists. You're just not as vocal about it, right?
Well, I was gonna say something, but you know, my brain said it, but my body kept my mouth shut, so I'm gonna leave it.
His body said hungry.
Well, my body said I got coffee at the doctor. Ready to go.
Hungry.
Give me my coffee.
You're not bringing me coffee.
Yeah, I know, I can smell it. That's the thing. I've been smelling it for the last hour. It's like, oh, my coffee. Haven't really yet. I do like that you can get like this game does have some fun little enhancers. So are the astronauts free and clear? Are they good? They're good now. Or
Yeah,
what?
they are riding a hexagonal-shaped boat, and interestingly, on the side of the capsule, there's these like empty bags that were like surrounding the perimeter of the capsule, and then they inflate. And I saw a guy who's not in a wetsuit or dry suit walking on it. So apparently, there's an inflatable platform that surrounds the capsule after or as the astronauts exit, which is kind of cool. But yeah, they got the recovery boat wrapping around. In fact, they look like they just inflated the recovery boat under the capsule, unless that's the inflatable thing. Yeah, apparently the capsule comes with its own recovery boat.
Yep.
That's kind of neat. That's something that we didn't know about.
Like a whole. Oh, I see. They got. It's not. They're strapping it onto the side of the dinghies, and they're gonna propel it, I guess. I'm assuming the helicopter has to come and pick it up with a hook or something. Maybe they're just guarding it. But the astronaut's gonna come back on a raft. I guess this capsule was too heavy to dump it on the carrier deck, so they had the astronauts extricate after they got their strength up. Which also, why does it look like there's wave crests behind them? Are they going to the beach? Like, I don't know. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, they're off the. They look healthy and happy.
That's good. Now this could be the next big thing. Are we going to finally see that? Are we actually going to see a moon base? That's been a talk for centuries.
Yep, the moon base, and then possibly even a Mars base.
To the moon. Mars. Do we have any other planets that are habitable in our solar system, or will we have to go to like one of the moons of Jupiter or something?
technically we do have one other one, but it's not really directly in our system. It's right on the edge of it. Planet X.
No.
No, Planet X.
Talking about Retro, it doesn't exist.
You could say it doesn't exist, but it exists to me, damn it.
All right. So on the aftermath of Project Labubu, we'll have Project Planet X.
Yeah, so Planet X was basically a claim that was made by NASA, and they had to run it back and roll it back.
NASA.
Are you sure?
Yes. No.
I remember hearing about it in 2006.
Don't trust any news in 2000.
There is no Planet X, okay? The only Planet X that exists was actually technically Mars and Godzilla movie.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, Speed Racer had a Racer X, so there could be a Planet X.
Shut up.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm almost at the final boss.
Oh, shit.
I'm almost in. I'm almost there. I can leave.
Yeah. Also, in Halo, there was a bunch of people also mentioning that Planet X thing might be real.
There is no...
But then again, it is Halo.
There's never been a Planet X, okay, guys?
Well,
Yeah.
there's gotta be something that explains what a weird orbits on the outer area, and even though you would think we'd find it by now, which is a valid argument, it is kind of hard to spot things in that great expense, it turns out. But that being said, if it was a really large object like Planet X, I don't think it would be as hard to spot, and so it's probably the cumulative mass of the object in that region.
If the lore was to be believed, Planet X is actually about the size of a goddamn fucking.
I'm not.
No, it's
Yeah,
bigger
good.
than Jupiter. It's bigger than
Yes.
Jupiter. So.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, it could be a brown dwarf or something, maybe.
Yeah. Well, no. Apparently, it's not a sun. It's apparently an actual planet. That's how the lore is. You know, we'll say that.
Yeah.
The lore is irrelevant if, like, they don't know, but the data could indicate that, yes, something massive could be out there, but it's unreasonable to think it's a rocky, crusty planet. Anything the size of Jupiter is unprecedented in anything but a gas or water giant.
Yeah, so what they called it was Planet 9, is the more appropriate name.
Yeah.
Because that's what they call it.
I would say
Yep.
that man has X. Roman numerals.
Yeah. Also, it has another name.
It would be IX.
Yeah. It has another name, too, that's interesting. It's called Nibiru.
Yup.
That
I remember
sounds like
years
an
ago there was a
anime
bunch of...
character.
But there was a lot of conspiracies years ago, like in 2012, people talking about Nibiru. There's still a YouTube channel, guys still talks about it. He freaking shows video from an airplane when someone's looking at lens flare, and he claims it's Nibiru, and that you can only see it when it's near the sun. And it's like, oh, what a coincidence, you can only see it in the times when there's lens flare.
Yeah.
Of course.
I do like how that whole thing was like put together.
Trust me, guys, my waifu is real. She's out in space.
Yep.
We don't go to the same school. Trust me.
Yeah. Nibiru, as I can see somebody actually doing that, making Nibiru into an actual like waifu and making
Do
it
it.
flesh down.
If it doesn't exist already, do it. The reason R34 exists.
Yep. Nibiru-chan, the planet that basically pulls you into her massive gravity.
Planet boy. I mean, you're gonna have her right next to was Earthbound.
Okay,
Whatever the hell.
the bullshit and stupidity of the idiots that created this. It's believed to be around the Gilgamesh. There's a story, there's a tale of a
Gilgamesh?
yeah, the hero Gilgamesh. Yes.
Okay, so.
Shaka, when they
Apparently there's a planet that Gilgamesh. There's a planet outside a certain point near Gilgamesh.
Oh, that's just Shibalba.
Yeah, but that's where they get their stupidity from. That's where it is.
Are people trying to play Chibalba as a different name? If so, how dare you?
Yeah.
Cosmozog and Cosmog is not what that to do. Neither with the hyena.
But that's what it is. It's a special planet that only key groups know about. It's really fucking stupid.
Smoker, you're gonna feel bad about this in a second when you realize it. It's the same thing as the naval ships. It's a placeholder. The X is a placeholder.
No, it's not. It's actually legit.
Yeah, it literally is. If you have a planet, you don't have a number for it. Yeah.
No, it was a sci-fi thing that Planet X had. It was one of those few sci-fi freaking silly.
Well, I can give you the exact reason why it's called Planet X. Because I just pieced it the fuck together. Chibalba is spelled with an X.
They're picking the astronauts up with a helicopter, so they now have a helicopter giving crosswalks to the people in the boat. So they're picking them up. I guess they're gonna sling them under the arm. Like I see a jumper hanging from a cable.
Okay.
Is that a Star Swimmer? Do they have a Star Swimmer out there?
They might.
Dude,
They
you know what they have to
probably
do next? They have to put them on a train, then a subway, then on a bus, then into a car, then onto a golf cart. They get them vitally on a bike.
Oh, and then they need to have that, what is it, the Ruckshaw? The guy pulling the cart along?
So lead them up into the interview.
That legit would be the story of the century. Just make as many modes of transport, that way the story is just that more epic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just took a Ruckshaw to, you know, the hearing here. We paid the guy a handsome tip. I guess he also got billed whatever money that was owed from NASA or anybody else. We thank him. I will say he was pretty beat at the end of it. That was about 5 miles of straight running. Kudos to him.
You know, I could see America doing that.
Yeah, fucking Usain Bolt to be like the Ruckshaw driver.
Oh shit, that'd be awesome.
Are you guys not saying you can't see America doing this? Like, it is America.
I would. That's why I want it to happen. And that's why I want people to stop calling Planet X and call it by its proper name, Chibalba. You heathens.
I love doing that too.
Well, the less you say, Mr. Cokex will come knocking on the door.
Yeah, this is why I laugh at these are the same guys who believe that they found a way to secretly, you know, travel psychically to other worlds and shit. Okay, guys, like, there we go.
Yep.
I can get rid of you.
Everything fits together. I know I'm not one of those big guys for conspiracy, but now that you got me on this Planet X stuff, it's like, wait, it all fits together. This is just Chibalba. the Dark Kingdom behind the sun, and it happens to be on the opposite side of the sun. Yeah. Somebody witnessed a supernatural event. That's Chibalba. Whoever witnessed that, look out. That's all I can say is look out. That was the realm of the dead saying hi to you. Look out.
It also could be a reference to the, you know, term eclipse. Because that's technically what Chibalba was. A lot of theories have determined that it was actually an eclipse that happened. It was like a really long one, though. So...
Well, that's the thing. It's the Dark Kingdom behind the sun. It was never to be in front of the sun.
Yeah.
I'm well aware of that, but that's why the eclipse, quote unquote, that's what does it. The eclipse was that Chibalba was making an appearance. That's the evil planet. That this is where that shit comes from, though.
I get what you're saying, but I'm gonna say blasphemer, and I'm gonna set a schedule with the priest for sacrifice. How's noon sound?
First of all, no. Secondly, no.
Yeah, opinion revoked. All right, see you at noon.
Third thing, Gilgamesh died because Odin already rammed his spear through him.
And Fenrir also ended up getting Odin too in the end.
Meanwhile, the lore of Mesoamerica still fucking lives on.
Odin returns, boy. Odin returns because the second coming of the gods.
Oh, that's true.
They all
the gods come for?
The second, if you listen to the lore, if you listen to their Ragnarok, everything falls apart and then a new age of gods appear.
That is true. Fenrir did actually eliminate all the Greek gods.
Basically, what they did was, and in the end, what it did was, at the end of everything, what it did was it killed off all the deities and restarted everything. And the only Loki and his ilk don't exist anymore. But that was Gravity Circuit.
There was an interesting theory that I could see it. I could definitely see it with the theology of the pagans, where one of the prices for like the knowledge, Odin had to sacrifice his eye, but he saw the coming of Christ.
That's a theory. Yeah, that is an actual theory that's been going around for a while. I've seen a thing about that. I don't think.
I could see it happening. I could definitely see it happening. I mean, even men go mad seeing certain things.
So we have beaten Gravity Circuit, boys. It is over. This was a good game. This is overall a really solid game.
And we all running pretty late.
Yep. Save and quit.
10.
It is almost 10. We've actually done really good, boys. Next game, I guess. Unless everyone wants to call it. We could call it now, or we could keep going.
I can't think of anything else to hop on.
The other thing I think of is the Hunter Secret Society thing that was interesting, which was a movie that was about the fairy tales were basically defended by the Secret Society.
They're landing the helicopter.
Yep.
Okay.
They're on a carrier deck.
I like how Nika said, "Yep, that was in the lore."
Hey, DJ, did a giant genie appear and steal the astronauts? As in the AI art that was being flown around a bit.
Is that a thing?
I need to know, is Yakub on that helicopter or on the ship?
Yeah.
What's his name? Victor Glover is on the helicopter.
Victor
Okay.
Glover.
There was an AI thing. I can't really say too much into it because it's gonna get a little political. Actually, well, I can say something. Nico, shut up.
The one thing he could say is silence.
Silence.
He
So
knew.
anyway,
I'll be looking at, I guess I'll be searching Twitter tonight, huh?
Oh, boy.
It was an interesting thing. Apparently, I'm uninstalling a game here so I can put another game on. If I find it, I'll put it. I'll deal with it later. But no, what apparently had happened was there was apparently a video of like them saying that like America was being blasphemous by flying into space, and then apparently the astronauts land, and then a giant genie appears and scoops up the astronauts and flies away. I didn't see it. I know of it. I've heard from people. It's like that's what a friend of mine told me. It's like that can't be real. It's like no, that's apparently real. But I think it's 10 o'clock. Do we have anybody up right now? Are you up and running with your live stream yet? Is Aros doing a live stream tonight? Because I'd send them to Aros. I think it'd be only us, but
Yeah, but I'll probably start late because I'm still working on my character birthday post.
Okay.
well, I'm gonna send everybody then to Truth Seekers tonight.
Mhm.
Hold on here. I'm just getting the Truth Seekers out, boys. If you go to Truth Seekers, we don't got that many people here, but we got two or 8 people because I saw it go up and then go back down again. So there's Truth Seekers, boys. Orc Raid, if you go to Truth Seekers and say hi.
Okay.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be sending Nico to Orc or to Truth Seekers. Oh God, he's gonna be.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I got the duct tape and ropes. Nico, hey, there's a cool thing in this closet. Come check it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah. All right. All right, guys. Have yourselves a good night. I might live stream tomorrow. I don't know. I'm debating. If I do, I might be doing a live deck of mini things thing. But I'll see how I feel. I will talk to you guys later, and we'll see you next time on Orc War Chief Reviews.